All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. What is good? What is good? What is good? Ladies and gentlemen, of course, you know who it is. Dr. Mike back again, once again, with another classic live stream for you guys. Appreciate you guys coming through. Appreciate you guys waiting and spending some time with the good doctor today. Time check is officially around 8:30 a.m. Philippine time, 8:30 in the p.m. over on the East Coast. Central time, about 7:30 in the p.m. And of course, on the West Coast, we're looking at somewhere around five. Yeah, about 5:30 in the PM. I appreciate all of you guys coming through and spending some time with the good doctor today. Just wanted to go ahead and give you guys a topic that I feel is long overdue. And every time I do a topic, I always say that it's long overdue. This one here is kind of special, in my opinion. It's just a little bit more special than any of the other topics that I've talked about before, because oftentimes we go through the motions, especially being first time foreigners in the Philippines, and Filipinas dealing with foreigners for the first time. And the question always seems to cross my mind. All right. A question seems to pop into my mind a lot, and I think that it pops into the minds of other people. And if it doesn't, we're definitely going to go ahead and rip this one off like a band aid. We're going to get to it like we always do. And today's topic is, without further ado, foreigners and Filipinas who settle for the low hanging fruit. I repeat, foreigners and Filipinas, this is for you too, ladies, who settle for the low hanging fruit. Now, a lot of people are going to have question marks about what does Dr. Mike mean when he says low hanging fruit. First and foremost, I want to give you an FYI because I feel like something's going to come up and somebody's going to say that I'm referring to something that I'm not trying to refer to. So I'm going to get it out the way. When I say low hanging fruit, this has absolutely nothing to do with social class, okay? This has nothing to do with your income level. It has nothing to do with anything like that. You may be able to find a way to tie it in, but for me to directly come out and say that this directly has to do with your social class or whatever, completely blasphemous by nature, and that is not what I mean. What I mean by low hanging fruit is individuals who basically settle for the first thing that comes to them. For a foreigner, first timer coming to the country, excited, first time talking to a Filipino online, you're excited. And, she's saying everything that you want to hear, doing everything that you want, quote unquote, whatever it is to make you happy, that's what she's doing. You know, you're ignoring all of the warning signs, but basically, the first one that talks to you or the first one that you see when you step off the plane is the one that you choose to settle with. You're not giving anybody else a chance. You're not really talking to anybody else. You're like, you know what? I'm settling for this and this only. This is all I want. She's giving me everything that I need in one way or another, whether it's good communication or whatever. And this is the first one that you're settling for. Okay. Bad idea. Bad idea. Bad idea. You know, and with this, I'm saying you guys are very quick to settle without looking around. And from a foreigner perspective, I hate to say this, guys, but I'm gonna be real with y'all because it happens to a bunch of y'all. I mean, I can't say that it probably wasn't something that may have affected me in the day, being as young as I was when I came here. But what I'm trying to say is, most of you foreigners, y'all are quick to do anything for a piece of ass. Pardon my language, ladies and gentlemen. Thank God I don't have any children watching. And if we do, it's time to put the children to bed, okay? Because we're going to talk about some real shit here. Foreigners will do anything for a piece of ass, especially when it comes to Filipinos. Ladies, don't take this as a sign of disrespect. I'm just being honest. Foreigners are so quick to do whatever it takes to get laid. We talked about the guys who come into the country, just quick and eager to get with the first thing that talks to them simply because, you know what, they feel like they can't get anything better. They feel like, oh my God, this girl is giving me everything that I want. I'm going to settle with her and I'm going to be good. Without even taking the opportunity to see what the country has to offer, seeing what everything, anything and everything that can come to you. You're never ever taking that into consideration. All you're doing is saying, you know what? Fuck it. I don't feel like looking around. I don't feel like putting in the work. I don't feel like doing anything else. She came to me. This is the big if. This is the big problem that I have. Basically, that woman came to you, started talking to you, did everything for you, made your job easy. So you choose to settle with her. Now, let's talk about that for a minute. I don't know what kind of guy in his right mind is okay with the idea that the woman came to him. Now, sometimes, you do have those women that know what they want, so they are quick and willing to, you know, be quick to, start a conversation with you. There's nothing wrong with that. But I'm talking about an aggressive Filipina. Please, man, that shit just doesn't exist. I can't even give you a percentage of how many women in the country are actually aggressive by nature. Now you may find, in the Western world, some of these women, when they know what they want, they'll grab your package and stuff like that or whatever. I mean, you may find women like that in the United States, but you got to realize we're talking about Filipino women right here, at least in this particular topic. I mean, this could apply to women from other countries as well, when it comes to settling for the low hanging fruit. But right now, since we are in the Philippines, that's where the mind state is. I'm talking about Filipinas in general. I have never in my lifetime came across an aggressive Filipina that was basically real, like a real one. you know, we've talked about different types of aggressive women in the world or in the country, but when it comes to aggressive Filipinas, in my personal opinion, that just doesn't exist. So that right there is the red flag. But of course, like I was saying before, you foreigners settle for the first one that comes to you, the first one that gives you everything that you need, not taking into account that this aggressive attitude is not normal. Maybe you don't understand that that aggressive attitude is not necessarily normal. So you settle for the low hanging fruit. And, when I do say low hanging fruit, there is no real way to define it, but it's just, in my opinion, only my opinion. Maybe you guys have a different opinion. Make sure you leave it in a chat on how you would define what low hanging fruit is. But for me, it's just settling for the first thing that comes at you in the most aggressive way, in my opinion. Again, I'm not going to sit here and say that this is definitively towards a specific class of women, like specific social class. This is not about social class. This is about guys getting into bed with, for lack of a better term, air quotes, with the wrong types of people. You know, the people that aren't really there to benefit your life, but to see what they can get from you out of your life. All right. It's kind of where my mind is right now. Like I said, chat's open, guys. Make sure you chat down there and leave me some comments, things that you want to talk about. By all means, I'll get to them in a minute. Like I do, got to get the thoughts out first, and then I'll run through the chat. If I come back and read, later on, don't kill me for it. All right. Make sure you guys get the likes up on this video for sure. All right. But like I was saying, man, foreigners to do anything for a piece of ass. You know, desperate foreigners, mind you, would do anything for a piece of ass. And, I'm noticing that a little bit more lately. And I mean, this is something that's been going on forever. Quick to quick to spend money, quick to do whatever it takes, keep a woman happy. Basically, I feel like a lot of guys compromise their manhood for the low hanging fruit. They will sit there and blatantly get disrespected, get used to the utmost extent for a piece of ass. I find that sad, but I find it to be real too. There's nothing that we could do about it. That's simply what happens to most men. And if you're not on guard, and if you're not willing to accept the fact that this woman may be what would be referred to as low-hanging fruit, then that's just a problem that you're just gonna have to deal with on your own. Because I could tell you all of the red flags and warning signs that constitute a low-hanging fruit. A person that constitutes a person that is considered to be a member of the low-hanging fruit group, whatever it may be. But again, if you're not paying attention and you don't see the warning signs yourself, basically, I'm just talking out of my ass right now, okay? So a lot of times when you get yourself into a situation where you're dealing with, females or partners that are considered to be a part of the low-hanging fruit group, you feel trapped, unable to move forward. Because maybe you put in a lot of time in this relationship. Maybe you're like, damn, I'm fucking stuck here because I done already spent this money. I done already did this for her. I already did that for her. So fuck it, I might as well see it all the way through. That's the first mistake. Very, very, very bad mistake. A lot of guys do it, but who are we to say, who are we to judge their relationship from the outside looking in? But most times us men can sit there and look and tell that a relationship that is being presented before us is negative and it's all bad news. Talking about guys dealing with women who I consider to be the low-hanging fruit. As men, like I tell you, we have to be assertive in what we want. And I feel like a lot of guys lose that juice, or they lose that mentality about themselves if they had it when they deal with women, women who are considered to be the low-hanging fruit, because there's always compromise. You feel me? I do agree that there's always compromise in a relationship, but the things that you're compromising for is absolutely ridiculous. She won't give you sex unless you buy her shoes. She won't do this for you unless you take care of something for the family. Those are the compromises that I see guys making when it comes to dealing with women who are low-hanging fruit, part of the low-hanging fruit group. You see, I can't be the only one that sees it. All right, I cannot be the only one that sees this shit. When you deal with women who are considered to be part of the low-hanging fruit group, there's always a compromise that involves something of value or something, mostly monetary. That's definitely something you need to look out for. All right. If you always have to give up money to get something in return, that's a problem. All right. That is definitely a problem. So you got to be assertive. And a lot of guys lose that over time and they feel like they got to compromise to get what they need out of the relationship. Absolutely the biggest negative that you can possibly ever go through. All right. I'm telling you, a woman like a man that's in control. All right. A woman likes a man that's in control. I can't tell you any woman on God's green earth that doesn't like a man who's got his shit together. A person that doesn't second guess themselves. A person that is damn sure about what they say and what they want. You second guess yourself, you put yourself in a situation to be taken advantage of. A Filipina can see right through that shit. All right. A Filipina can see right through you. If you're not presenting yourself in your best light, I can guarantee you right now, the woman who's part of the low-hanging fruit group will pluck you out of the tree and eat your ass. And I'm not talking about in a sexual manner. Okay. She will definitely she'll eat you up, man. I'm telling you, you just gotta be careful and you gotta respect yourself. Gotta let the women know who's in charge. But I think when it comes to dealing with women who are part of the low-hanging fruit group, you kind of lose charge. You kind of lose that juice simply because you're allowing her to basically dictate the relationship. Again, like I said, she's dictating the relationship by saying, look, you only gonna get this from me if you do this for me. You understand? That's something that I want you guys to keep in mind when it comes to dealing with women who are considered to be part of the low-hanging fruit group. All right. Now the ladies, Filipinas, I want you to take out your pens and pads because I understand that ultimately it's not always guys who are choosing women from the low-hanging fruit groups. I kind of feel like you women, you Filipinas, are settling for these dirtbag ass foreigners when they come into the country because you feel like this guy is the one that's going to help you get out of your situation, or this guy is going to be the one to be your savior, your white knight. He ain't in there to be your white knight. Chances are he's in there to get what he's going to get, and then he's going to dip. May even leave a baby behind. You got ladies, you got to be careful with the guys you choose to fuck with too. All right. I've seen it on time and time again, man. I've seen some guys get with these women strictly for all negative means. And I'm not just talking about like cheating and stuff like that. Nah, it's a little bit deeper than that. I mean, I've seen guys who are just sadistic, man. And you can see it. The way they try to control the girl, the way they try to do this. Now, I mean, you got to be in control of your relationship. But damn, telling this girl what to eat, telling this girl how to dress, telling her to do this, dictating her every move, damn, dictating when she takes a piss and a shit. That right there concerns me. Ladies, I know foreigners like that. And if you come across guys like that, you better move on. I'm telling you, I know a couple of dudes who really got some bad attitudes, and I know you can see it. Always remember, ladies, if this guy is treating you like shit, chances are you could get him fucked up before he gets you fucked up. All right. Because, especially if it's in the Philippines, yeah, chances are cousins, brothers, uncles, fathers, whatever it may be, will definitely be there to have your back. All right. So, ladies, I definitely want you to be aware of the types of foreigners that you're choosing to be with, because there are foreigners out there that I do consider to be part of the low-hanging fruit group. All right. I mean, you know them. I mean, I really don't have to go into details about them. I mean, if you guys want to add in the chat the types of guys that would be considered part of the low-hanging fruit group as far as, low-life foreigners and stuff like that, you can go ahead and put that in there. But, I really feel like I don't need to go into detail because you'll know the bad ones from the good ones. Okay. And again, I'm not just talking about, oh, he cheated on you, this, that, and the other. No. It goes a little bit deeper than that. All right. Psychologically, they'll fuck you up. They'll bait you in. I mean, and then they'll do some things to you that I don't really find kosher, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I think if you really want a relationship to work and stuff like that, you just got to find somebody who's willing to play the role that we need them to. As far as guys are concerned, we got to find a Filipina that's willing to play the role that we need them to. And us as men, we got to make sure that we play our role as well. All right. That's pretty much where we're going tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you guys coming through. See, we got 23 individuals watching. Guys, make sure you get the likes up. Make sure you check out the ebooks. Make sure you check out everything that I got to provide for you guys. IPA shirts, you know how to get them. If you want to support the channel, you already know how to do so. But of course, the good doctor is happy that you guys come through and spend a little bit of time with him today. Again, guys, it's been a pleasure having you on with me. And I'm here to get to the chat with quickness. All right. So let me go ahead and shout out my people. I see my man David Webb was in the building a little earlier. Appreciate you coming through. Can't tell you where the white women is at, but I'm telling you right now, we definitely going to get rid of these low-hanging fruits, man. We got to be a little bit better in our choices than women, guys. I'm telling you, women have to be better in their choices of men, and us as men got to be better in our choices of women. Because I'm telling you, we could both get fucked up. I mean, at the end of the day. But I'm telling you right now, I think that, when it comes to dealing with low hanging fruit women, you're compromising a lot of monetary means when it comes to, things that you want for your girl, from your girl. Like, oh, baby, buy me this Louis Vuitton bag, or oh, baby, buy me these shoes. Oh, if you want this, you'll do this for me. Like, you'll know, you'll know. I mean, I shouldn't have to tell you, but that's just an example, man. It could go a little bit deeper than that as well. So again, my man James Miller in the building. What's going on? Appreciate you coming through. My man Fred Funky Town. What's good with your family? Appreciate you. Appreciate you coming through and spending some time. No, James Miller, Mike don't change his mind. When I say I'm going live, I'm going live. And if I'm going to be delayed, I'll change the time when I'm going live. But I'll never put up a show and not do it. All right. When the good doctor say he's going to be in the building, he definitely going to be in the building. You can believe that. I might be a little bit late. Like I said, man, sometimes I feel like I'd be late to my own funeral if I wasn't there. But when I tell you I'm going to be here, Dr. Mike going to be here, no doubt. My man Rain Man always calling me out, man. Tell man, you see everybody over here talking about that robust shit, man. Y'all need to tell Robust to endorse me, man. Shit, I need to do me some real commercials over here, so that I can actually start getting paid for this shit. All right, but yeah, Andy, I see you in the building, family. Appreciate you coming through and spending some time. My man Oahu Dude says going for the low hanging fruit is going after something that is easy, like bar girls. Exactly. Going after something that's easy, something that puts up no no. I feel like the ones that are easy, the ones that don't even ask you questions, you feel me? The ones that'll be like, oh, whatever you want, baby, I'll do whatever you want, blah blah blah, and then you feel like, oh my god, this girl is for me. Bullshit. She'll probably do that for you and probably for a whole bunch of other dudes. But you're right, man. I do feel like low hanging fruit does constitute possibly the majority of the women that you find in the bars. All right. Not going to say all of them, but definitely a high percentage, high number. We're going to say high 90s for that one, but definitely you're right on point with that. Low hanging fruit in most instances does refer to women that are bar girls. Okay. My man Raymond says the older I get, the lower my fruit seem to hang. You stupid, man. But that's funny. I get you, man. You stupid. But I appreciate you coming through, man. I love the sarcasm, man. I love the comedic view that you guys bring to the channel, man. And I appreciate you guys spending some time with me tonight. See, we got almost 30 people watching, man. And goddamn. All right, looks like we on something tonight, man. I feel like everybody's in the building. I want everybody who's in the chat. This is a roll call. Thank you very much. Please make sure that you say something to the good doctor. I don't care if you say, hello, Dr. Mike, fuck you. I don't care about you. Your channel sucks. Don't care. Just let me know that you're in the building, all right? Makes me feel good. All right. My man Captain Spalding, what's going on, man? He said, not easy finding the right girl, Mike. You're right, though. I'm not going to sit there and tell you it's going to be easy. But when the low-hanging fruit makes it easy for you, that just lets you know that's probably not the one for you. Now, again, I know, now let me make this abundantly clear, because I know a lot of you guys aren't in this for relationships, okay? I do understand that. I understand that most of you foreigners just want to come to the Philippines and, just sleep with different women and, to your heart's content. I get that. But then again, that's still you settling for low hanging fruit. Whether you want to be with one woman or you want to be with multiple women, the common denominator is this: you're gonna have to pay for it. All right. Sometimes you're gonna have to pay for it more in certain situations than you're gonna have to pay for it in others. I personally believe that if you have one young lady, you'll probably pay a little bit less than having to deal with multiple women. Now, you guys can do the mathematics on it. You can say, oh, I'll spend probably about 2,000 per chick, maybe 5,000 per chick. And I can, if I spend that type of money on my girl per month divided by 30, figure out how much you can spend per day on your lady. Okay. You guys can do the mathematics, but ultimately, you got to understand that regardless of the fact whether you choose one woman or whether you choose to be with multiple women, dealing with women that are considered to be the low hanging fruit, I call them the grabby types. You know what I'm saying? They're always going to see what they can get from you. All right. Then that shit's going to get annoying. Okay. I don't care what nobody says. That shit gets annoying when everybody is coming at you with your hand out. Do I need this or I need that or I need this shit. Come on, man. Don't tell me that shit don't get annoying. I mean, even if it's just asking and you don't even pay out, it's just the fact that you know what's coming and it's something you got to deal with. That shit, in my personal opinion, would get annoying. All right. Just me personally. So, low hanging fruit. you gotta be willing to make some sacrifices dealing with those types of women. Now, Captain Spalding, you are right, man. It is not easy to find a good girl or the right girl in the Philippines. All right. But like I said, man, it's not meant to be easy, guys. I mean, whether you like it or not, it's not meant to be easy. It's not meant for us to be able to trip, fall into some chicks or something like that. Sometimes you got to go out there and you got to look. I'm not gonna sit here and say that every girl that goes to college or every girl that I went to college with is a good girl. Sometimes they bad. They know the game better than most of us. But I think the thrill of it all is just looking around and finding the one that could potentially work out for you. And if you have to, if you have get up a body count, for lack of a better term, to get to the one that's for you, so be it. Fuck it. At least you enjoyed the ride, right? I would hope that you enjoyed the ride all the way through. That's kind of what we're into tonight. So my man Rob 100, appreciate you coming through, family. Appreciate you spending some time. You said this is your kind of topic, so I definitely look forward to getting to your comments a little bit lower. I'm sorry, guys, I'm late in the chat, but I just need to get my piece, say everything that I had on my mind. Now I'm working on the chat so that I can hear what you guys got to say about that. But of course, got to give you a salute, my man Rob. Appreciate you coming through and spending some time. Wahoo Dude says getting a piece of ass, any ass, is more difficult back home. That's why the beginner will feel like Disneyland in the Philippines, right? And because they feel like Disneyland in the Philippines, that causes them to settle for the low-hanging fruit. Number one. Number two, they're going to believe that all Filipino women are going to be like this. This is what kills me. They think like, oh, man, I was able to hook up with this girl easy, man. I'm able to hook up with this girl easy. Shit, man. I guess it's going to be easy for me to hook up with all Filipino chicks. See? And that's where your mindset gets fucked up. Then you try to settle, or then you try to go for somebody that you really want. Then you realize how hard it is, and then you realize how much work you don't want to put into it. So then your ass goes back to the low-hanging fruit. I said this time and time again, and I said this at least one time before, probably 2 or 3 times before. But damn it, lost my train of thought, guys. I'm sorry. That's what happens when you get old. Maybe I'll remember it later. But when it comes to being first timer in the country and you start getting things easier, you expect things to continue to be easier. And then when you have to put in some work, a lot of you guys just aren't ready for it. And when you're not ready for it, shit, what you gonna do? You're gonna go back to what was easy. All right. And I mean, shit, what can I do about it? I ain't your daddy, but I'm just telling you like it is, man. If you just settle for what's easy, I mean, you pretty much settling for something that I would possibly consider to be the low-hanging fruit. My man Swift 30SF was in the building, but he retracted his statement. I hope you speak him out a little bit later, man. Remember, this is a judgment-free zone. We are here to just have fun, chat, vent, let it out, guys. That's why we here. That's why we here. So I appreciate all of you coming through. I see we got 33 right now. That's what's up. Make sure you get the likes up on the video. Dr. Mike would highly appreciate that. My man Tony Towers in the building. What's going on, family? I appreciate you coming through and spending some time. It is easy come, easy go, man. Most definitely. If you get them easy, they probably are going to be the easiest one to go. They'll leave you quick. They'll leave you for the next one, and that's what happens when you settle for the low-hanging fruit. Oh my God, you were so in love with this chick. You were giving her everything that she wanted. She was doing this for you. She was doing that for you. But she left your ass. She said she's fucking done with you. She found somebody who was better than you. Maybe monetarily, whatever it may be. But she found somebody better than you. She left your ass. So then what? All that time you put in, all that potential effort, all of the smashing you did to make yourself feel good. How does it make you feel now that you ain't got that ass no more? Now you got to go out and find another one, right? Come on, man. That shit get played quick, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now. Sleeping around get played quick, man. That shit get boring. Some of y'all, I mean, for me, it just doesn't. It's not what you think it is, man. It's a beautiful thing for about a couple months. Then after a while, it's like, man, what the fuck am I doing with my life? A lot of people may not have that philosophy. Maybe that's just Dr. Mike. But again, if that's how you feel, leave it in the comment, guys. Let's keep it real tonight, man. Let's keep it 100. All right. My man David Webb said that should be the name of the next trash rap sensation, Low Hanging Fruit. maybe I should make my own group called the Low Hanging Fruits. That'll be for real. My man Rahid in the building. What's going on, family? Appreciate you coming through and spending some time with the good doctor today. My man BGC Mike in the building. What's going on, World Traveler? Mike check 1 2 1 2. Appreciate you coming through and spending some time. Purple Butterfly decided to join us again. Thank you very much, lady. Hope that you're having a great day. She says it's been a while since I checked in on your channel. Well, I'm glad that you took time to come in and check on this topic tonight. We are talking about foreigners and Filipinas who settle for the low-hanging fruit, i.e., you settle for the first one that talks to you, and maybe the first one that talked to you just think what you thought that they might be. Feel free to leave your comments in the chat right now. Most definitely, I'm here to hear what you guys got to see. Say, SML, what's going on, family? I appreciate you for coming through and spending some time with the good doctor. I'm telling you, you had the best joke of all time when they were when you talk about Bruce Uri the other day, and you was like, those Filipinos were responding on Filipino people time. Bro, you are stupid as hell, and you are forever going to go down in history as having one of the funniest jokes I ever heard in my life, man. I appreciate you coming through, though. My man Benji Dupree in the building. What's going on, family? Or is it Ben J? Don't know, but that's what I'm going to call you, family. Appreciate you coming through and spending some time with the good doctor today. I'm glad that you find this topic interesting. I'm trying to come up with some things to help you guys stimulate the mind. That's all I'm here for. I want you guys to think a little bit. I want you guys to have a conversation with me. I want to understand your philosophy, what you believe constitutes as low-hanging fruit. Have you considered yourself in one way or another? Maybe then, maybe now, settling for someone that would be considered low-hanging fruit. I think we've all made that mistake before. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to fall in love with a bar girl, but some people have. You understand? In my personal opinion, that constitutes settling for low-hanging fruit. All right. So again, I just want you guys to get up here, speak your mind, tell me what's on your mind. Let's have this therapeutic moment. Let's vent a little bit, speak your mind, say what you got. And I'm here. That's all I'm saying. Just tell me what you got, and I'm definitely going to respond to the chat. Anything that's worthy of me talking to you guys about or saying over the live stream, by all means, I'm going to say it. All right. My man Anti-Gravity in the building. What's going on, family? Appreciate you coming through, spending some time with Dr. Phil Mike, whatever you want to call me, man. It's Feel Good Phil Mike. That's what's up. All right, man. My man David said they say Tupac is alive somewhere in Malaysia. I wonder if Pac doing the low-hanging fruit thing out there. Shit, man. Pac? I don't know, man. If you believe in conspiracy theories, by all means, that's what's up. My man Wendell Andrews in the building. What's going on, family? Appreciate you coming through and showing some love to the good doctor tonight. My man Awahudu says playing with the bar girls is okay. Yes. As long as you understand the situation, as long as you know it's purely for the money and keep your feelings in check, falling in love, and you lose. Very true. You got to know what you're going to spend for, man. You got to know that you're going to have to put up some money before you get you some. And every time you want to get you some, you're probably going to have to put up some money. It's almost very rare, in my opinion. Not saying it's impossible, but it's very rare that a lady will come to you for nothing. I mean, it's damn near impossible if you ask me. So you better be ready to put up or shut up, ladies and gentlemen. Better be ready to put up or shut up. Because if you ain't got that money, then you gonna definitely get fucked over, dude. Ain't nothing I can do about it. Ain't nothing gonna help you. Ain't nothing gonna help you down the line, man. So you better just enjoy it and see and go on to the next one. If you feel like that's your way, if you feel like that's the way that you really want to, play this game. All right, my man Rayman says, how about if you pick them up at the fancy wine bar? Are they still considered low-hanging fruit because you met them in a bar? Well, we definitely constitute bar girls as ladies who work in the bars, as in the bars in which you dance, the bars at which you can be bar fined at. Now, sophisticated wine bars are definitely different. I'm not saying she's a bad girl because she's there, but again, you never know her situation or circumstances. That's no different than, and I'm not saying that this is what's happening in this situation in which you presented, but what I am saying is there are some high class women of the night that work in these bars. They're just on a more sophisticated level. I'm not going to say that they are low hanging fruit, but don't be surprised if they come at you or you need to cut a nice little, you got to part with a little bit more money than you will with a regular bar girl. But then again, you may not have to part with anything. Again, it does depend. If that lady works in that bar, it may be a different story. But if you met her at the bar as if she was another customer, same as you, hey, man, we can all enjoy a drink every now and again. So that doesn't necessarily, constitute in this particular topic as far as low hanging fruit. My man Devontae Arnold in the building. What's going on, family? Appreciate you coming through. He says, how do you know if it's a low hanging fruit? Low hanging fruit, ladies, are definitely the gimme types. You'll see a low hanging fruit lady who really, really wants whatever she can get from you. Now, we could talk about the long con and all that stuff right now, but I don't think that they have it in them to play the long con game with you. The low hanging fruit just want whatever they can get from you in the moment. You understand? They want whatever's tangible that they can get their hands on. Money, shoes, clothing, material things. They're more materialistic than your average chick. All right. You know, they may even come out of pocket, and I've heard guys say this before, and I am quoting some many men right now when they said they've had women call them, text them, or ask them, "Can you buy me a house?" Are you kidding me? Didn't even know this chick for a certain amount of time, but all of a sudden she's asking you to buy her a place to stay? That, my friends, constitutes low hanging fruit. A lady who is more of the gimme gimme type, the ones that are looking to see exactly how much they can get from you in a short period of time. Low hanging fruit, you know, they're easy to pick. They're too easy. You understand? That's to me low hanging fruit. You know, like when you want an apple, like if you go into the orchard and you go to an apple tree, right? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they say the fruit that is the easiest to pick ain't always the best to pick. Sometimes you got to climb up in there and get you the good one, or climb up in there before you find you the good one. You know, the ones that make it easy on you aren't necessarily the ones that are the right ones for you. You know, so that, in my opinion, constitutes low hanging fruit. Now, again, it could be different for everybody else, but in a general synopsis statement that I just made, that is what constitutes low hanging fruit, in my opinion. All right, my man Anti Gravity says, are there like mobile STD tests in the Philippines, like in Thailand? I haven't seen anything like that. As far as I know, you got to go to the hospital to get tested. I haven't seen any mobile tested, but you know, maybe for the ladies that work in the nighttime, I mean, there are probably some people who come around and administer the test. That's possible, but I haven't seen any like mobile, like a mobile van or a bus that goes around and tests these chicks. I haven't seen anything like that. My man Rahid believes that the Philippines is only good for low hanging fruit. And you know, you may be right and you may be wrong. That's a matter of opinion. And I respect yours. I mean, a lot of people will probably believe different, but then there are quite a few who will believe exactly what you say, man. So again, you know, that could represent the majority of the country, you know, but that's just one man's opinion, you know, and I mean, I don't disagree with it. I mean, but again, you will find those that will agree and disagree. Again, speak your mind, let me know what's on your mind, and let's go ahead and have a conversation about it. My man, Mr. Wonderful in the building. What's going on, family? Appreciate you coming through. My man Fives was good, man. He says girlfriends are gonna cost you a lot more than 2,000 to 5,000 pesos per month. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's probably true. But at least you know it's yours. I mean, you should know that it's yours. If you're tricking out that kind of money, you should know that that's your lady. You understand? Now, if you tricking out that kind of money, it's low hanging fruit. Some chick you met at the bar, yeah, she might be getting that 2 to 5 from you, and then probably 2 to 5 from somebody else, unless she's actually living underneath you. And by that time, she's already your girlfriend. And I don't know how many guys want to make bar girls into girlfriends. I mean, I've never known. I shouldn't say I've never known, but I mean, it's very rare that a guy would want to make a bar girl his girlfriend. But if that is your prerogative, Dr. Mike this is a judgment-free zone, man. Maybe you saw something in it that you like. Maybe she did something to you that you like. I don't know, man. But again, this is your prerogative, and you're gonna do what you want to do, man. Shout out to Bobby Brown. I love that damn song. It's my prerogative. Y'all need to download that. Put that shit on your Spotify. My man Swift says, what if I told them you're from America but you're poor? It's possible. I know a lot of guys who come to the Philippines and undervalue themselves. And that's not a bad thing. I know a lot of guys, including myself, who come to the Philippines and undervalue themselves. Like, for example, my man HT Logistics. Shout out to the homie, man. HT Logistics, man. If you guys aren't subscribed to his channel, you need to do so. I remember he told me that, I mean, he does pretty well. You know, my man's a trucker. So he can probably clear, let's say, for example, he clears 1,000 a week. That's just a hypothetical. If he clears $1,000 a week, he's doing about $4,000 a month. But he'll tell his girl he's only making like $350 a week. You know, so at the end of the day, he's undervaluing himself in the Philippines because, number one, if a girl wants you, she's not going to want you for your money, or she's not going to want you for all of the things that you can do for her. And if you literally tell her this is all the money that I bring in, chances are she'll know if she wants to be with you or not, and that'll definitely determine if that girl wants to just be with you to be with you, or if she wants to be with you, you know, for anything else. Because then you'll start to see the conversation teeter off and go another direction, or she just stopped talking to you at all if she's no longer interested in you because of the money that you bring in or lack thereof. You understand? So undervaluing yourself in the Philippines as a man is not a bad thing. Only guys who do that is if they need their money to impress women. The only guys I've ever seen do it to impress women. Like, they need their money to impress women because they have nothing else to bring to the table. And I've seen a lot of guys do that too. We call them the 2 week millionaires. We call them the guys who come on these expensive and lavish vacations and try to swoon and do all these things with these Filipinas, take them to beach resorts and try to show that they have money that they really don't have. And even if they had it, they spend it frivolously and they spend it without thinking. And that puts them in even a worse situation because that is a lifestyle that you have to keep up. You cannot show a Filipina that you can do this and not continue to keep up and maintain doing the exact same thing. Because she's only going to, do, or she's only going to accept what you show her. If you show her, I'm just a foreigner that, I'm okay, I live pretty good, but I'm on a fixed income. If you show her that, she has the right to accept you for that fixed income or move along. And then again, if she moves along, you basically know that that woman wasn't the one for you. Chances are she would be classified as part of the low-hanging fruit group. All right. My man Big Walt in the building. What's going on, family? Appreciate you coming through and spending some time with the good doctor today. My man Oahu Dude says most foreigners settle because it takes time to find quality Filipinas, and time is limited when you're on vacation. Yes, if you're on vacation, man, just just have fun. I'll never tell you to try to look for a girlfriend if you're not going to be there for a while. Okay, if you don't plan on at least being there for a couple of months at least, man, don't worry about settling. Shit, have the time of your life. Kick it and fucking grab as much low hanging fruit as you possibly can. I mean, I shouldn't advocate it, but damn, I want you to enjoy yourself. I want you to enjoy yourself. So again, I mean, if you're on vacation, I am an advocate of kicking it and having the time of your life. All right. But if you're looking to find somebody who's going to be there for you and all that stuff, a nice quality Filipina, you're going to have to put in some work. All right. My man Swift says, how would they react? You got to be more specific. I said a lot of shit. I'm sorry, man. So how would they react to what? If you let me know, I'll definitely get to it when I scroll down the chat. All right. My man MKS in the building. What's going on? He says, if you're coming from a first world country, USA, Europe, Australia, Japan, Korea, and trying to get with a girl from a third world country, are you not going for the low hanging fruit? You know what? That is a great question. That is a great question. Would you consider every woman from a third world country to be low hanging fruit because you're coming from a first world country? Hell nah. See, because that basically means that we are judging them based on their country, based on the fact they come from a third world country. That's basically us being judgmental. So I don't really want to say that. I mean, I wouldn't say that all of the Filipinas are considered, not considered low hanging fruit. You may say that the majority will, but I would not say that all of them will, because you do have some women who can bring value to your life. I think low hanging fruit don't bring value to your life, but instead take the value from you. You understand? They will be more of an expense than they will be an asset to you. You can find quality Filipinas that can be more of an asset to you than women in your own home country. So for us to sit there and say that a low hanging fruit woman is any woman that comes from a third world country, which is kind of what I feel that particular topic is trying to say, I don't really feel like that is actually accurate. Not really, because there are some women who can actually afford to do good things. And again, they may not be the ones that want us, but I'm telling you, a girl who can work her way up to be a doctor and stuff like that. I mean, a girl that could work her way or at least have a working career, whether she's a sales lady or not, I wouldn't necessarily consider that to be low hanging fruit because she's from a third world country. Now, if that sales lady comes at you and all she wants is to see what she can get from you, then you might be able to constitute her as a woman who is considered part of the low hanging fruit group. But that is a great point, though. I actually enjoyed that question. I'm glad that you brought that to my attention, because that would be something that I would not have addressed on my own. So thank you. But personally, I don't think that any woman from a third world country necessarily qualifies her to be a woman from a low-hanging fruit group. But thank you for the question, man. That was definitely intriguing. That shit made me think. But thanks. My man says that the so-called quality girls in the Philippines don't date foreigners. If you're thinking of the upper class, probably not. But I beg to differ. There are a few. There are a few. Not many. The majority, probably not, but there are a few. I'm not gonna say that, I do not believe that all of the quality girls don't settle for foreigners. I would never say that. Because I believe that I do have a quality girlfriend. So for me to say that, that would basically say, oh, Mike, the girl that you're dating is not a quality chick. So, that's why I can't say that. All right. Now, again, you can agree to disagree, guys. That's a question for most of you guys in the chat. Oh, yes. I mean, if you're talking about high class, see, there's a difference between quality women and high class. You guys are, there's a stretch. I feel like there is a divide here, or, there's really a dissension between what we're actually talking about. Because you say quality girls. Quality girls doesn't necessarily define a woman by social class. But my man, right? I mean, my man MKS says, yes, the high class Filipinas are not available. If you're saying high class Filipinas are not available, you are absolutely correct, because the rich marry the rich. Okay, we know this. That's not even a question. But if you're talking about a quality female, she could be a quality female and come from, not the upper class. So I guess we have to find the common divide here, because I feel like we're having a separation between, what constitutes quality and what constitutes high class. That's just my whole thing. Hmm. Hmm. I see you guys are having a conversation in the chat. I say, hey, y'all go ahead and let it happen. Y'all go ahead and let it happen. I'm just letting you speak your mind, man. Y'all can talk to each other. Some comments I will not read out loud, but I do recognize them and I do agree. Like I said, man, this is just a place for you to vent, man. Everybody's gonna have a differing opinion. Some people may say yes, some people may say no. Like my man right here says, he feels like it'll be easier to date quality women in the United States than it will be to date a quality woman in the Philippines. And I'm not saying that that's wrong. Um, and then he says, if you want to get with a serious girl, it's going to be difficult. That's true. Most people will say that Filipinas are just all scammers and stuff. We get that a lot, so it's all good. Like I said, everybody's entitled to an opinion, man. That's why we come over here to the Dr. Mike TV channel, so that you speak your mind. Jay and Cookie, how you doing? I appreciate you coming through and spending some time. Find you amongst the pending conversation that's going on. I don't want to read every single comment, because most of these comments are basically dedicated towards a specific person in the chat. So I'm letting you guys get it in. Don't worry about it. I see you. I appreciate the forward thinking, and I definitely appreciate the comment, man. This is why we have topics like this, because everybody's going to have a differing opinion. Like I said, I see we got 30 individuals, or about 28 individuals watching at this particular moment in time. I would appreciate you guys getting likes up on this video. Much appreciated. If you guys want your IPA shirts, please don't hesitate to get it. That link is in the description area below. If you guys want to support the channel, you already know how to do so. But of course, the good doctor is happy that you guys come in and spend even a little bit of time with him today. Back to your regularly scheduled programming. You're right, Rahid. I do agree. That right there, I can agree with. He says, I've been with a lot of Filipinas here, and it's very difficult to find the real deal. You know what, Rahid, though? I'm going to tell you something, and maybe this is just me. Maybe this is just me, okay? Maybe this is only me. Maybe this is only me. But if we're going to have a one-on-one, I will tell you this. Because you tell me that you live in Manila, and I will say without a shadow of a doubt, it is almost impossible in Manila to find a good quality woman in Manila. But I think if you had the opportunity to try elsewhere, maybe your luck would be different. I'm not saying that it will. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying, oh, yeah, if you date in other provinces, it's going to work out for you. I am not saying that. But I think you'll have a better chance at a quality chick, probably in other areas. Because in Manila, it's almost impossible, man. I think all the foreigners that have been in that country and all the foreigners that kind of congregate in Manila have tainted Manila to the core, man. I mean, Manila is damn near rotten to the core, from my personal opinion. If you're looking for quality women in Manila, I don't see it. I don't see it at all. If you're trying to find quality women in Angeles, few and far between. I'm not saying it's impossible. but the odds are not in your favor. It's just like the Hunger Game. The odds are not in your favor when it comes to women, in those particular areas, because those are areas that have been flooded by foreigners, and those are areas that I feel the women have been tainted the most. So you're right. To find a quality Filipina I'm sorry, guys, in Manila, damn near impossible. Okay, I would say the exact same thing. If I was probably in your shoes, I'd say the exact same thing. No doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind. That's why I went elsewhere to find mine. And I'm not necessarily saying, oh, the only good girls are girls from provinces, but I do believe that you have a better chance at getting with a good one if you do date someone that hasn't been manipulated by the societal makeup of Manila in its essence. Okay, that's what I will say. Yo, my man Malcolm in the building. What's going on, family? Appreciate you coming through and spending some time with the good doctor today. I saw your video earlier, man. I just don't know how to play that game PUBG, but I saw a couple people who know how to play it. So yeah. My man, see, y'all are tripping, man. Yeah, SML, man. You hit me with that joke, man. That shit's gonna go down in my playbook, man. That's gonna be the funniest joke I ever heard for sure. Mm. My man Robert Wyman, I haven't heard from you. Doesn't seem like I heard from you before, but if this is your first time to the Dr. Mike TV channel, I appreciate you coming through and spending some time with me today. He said it's low hanging fruit. Um, three bagger or four bagger. You got to explain to me because I'm slow on that one, dude. I'm sorry. Well, yes, MKS, if you got money, money does definitely seem to make things easier. I will say that money makes things a whole lot easier, you know? So Purple Butterfly unfortunately doesn't know what we are talking about. Well, it's hard for me to explain if you can't understand it. Low hanging fruit refers to people who are not the best types of people to consider dating or consider being with, and that goes from foreigners and Filipinas. When it comes to Filipinas, it's the types of Filipinas that you may meet in the bar scene, the types of women like that. That may constitute low hanging fruit. When it comes to foreigners who are abusive to their ladies, foreigners who are assholes by nature, they don't really show any respect. That to me kind of constitutes low hanging fruits in reference to foreigners, when it comes to Filipinas. So anything you have to say about that, if you could actually let me know if you understand what we're talking about, by all means, say what you got to say. If this is not a chat for you, I appreciate you stopping by, and maybe you'll be able to get with the next one. Because sometimes a lot of people come through my chat and they don't know what the hell I be talking about. Some people do, people don't. It is what it is. So, I mean, I'm happy to be able to discuss this particular topic with you guys. So, yeah. Rahid in Manila, yeah, the bar scene is actually not the greatest. They shut it down, and the only way you're gonna go get any types of chicks is in Makati or some shit like that. That's true, Malcolm. Sometimes these foreigners choose to have babies with these low hanging women from these low hanging fruit groups, or some of these women are unfortunately tasked with having to be connected with these guys who are considered part of the low hanging fruit group. So it goes both ways, man. And you can't really blame the girl. I mean, the guy chooses to sleep with them. That's pretty much that's a decision that both of y'all made, man. Big Walt, that's the $1 million question, man. I ask myself that every day, man. Why is everybody so super negative, when it comes to Filipinas? I never understood it. I mean, I get it. I get that, most of them probably, had bad experiences. So I can't sit there and ask that question, oh, why are you so negative? Because the reason most of these guys are negative is simply because they've had bad experiences. And again, my experience, your experience, the experience that somebody else has is always going to be different. Like, shout out to my man Rob. I wish Rob would say something if he's going to say something later if I haven't gotten to it. But Rob's perspective is different. He's had bad experiences with Filipinas and he's learned from it. He's not necessarily super negative, but he's just realistic. And from what he's learned, especially when it comes to bringing them to the United States. That's Rob's perspective and I respect it. So when I hear what Rob has to say, I'm like, you know what? I know where he's coming from because I know Rob's story. Most of these guys who are in the chat, most of them don't necessarily tell me their story. So when I see all of the negativity, I would personally love to know where this negativity came from. Because once I know, then I can vibe with you. I can say, you know what? Now I understand you have this animosity or this hatred or this negativity towards a specific group of women that you dated. All right. That's cool. As long as I can understand. But if you're just coming out the gate hating, like fuck Philippines and all this stuff, I want to know where that comes from so that we can vibe with each other, because my experience in the Philippines wasn't bad at all, you know? But I can tell you right now that I know guys that have had really bad experiences over there. So, when it comes to the hate and stuff like that, I want to know where it comes from, where it stems from, So at the very least, I can at least, feel where you're coming from. That's what I ask guys. Whenever you guys have something negative to say, if you want to share your story, please share your story. That way, I can feel where you're coming from. Because sometimes, my outsider perspective, me looking in, all I do is see you bashing. I want to know where the bashing come from. So at least I could be like, you know what? If that shit happened to me, I'd probably the same mindset. That's why I ask people their story, or at least give me a synopsis. You don't have to write me a goddamn paragraph or a full blown paper. 12 font times New Roman, double space this shit. You ain't got to tell me your life story in the paper. But if you can give me a general situation, okay, I was with a Filipina for a while. She fucked me over. She tried to fuck my friends and all this, that, and the other. And, that's why I say fuck them. At least I know, you know, that's what I ask for. Whenever you guys tell me something, give me a reason to understand where you're coming from. That's all I need. My man Awahudu says, if it's about money financially, he will agree that any Filipino will cost you money. In fact, in some instances, the bar girls will be less expensive than a girl with big family issues. Yeah, if you're dating a girl with family issues, that's a little bit different, But if you're just dating the girl to date the girl, I guess that'll make it a little bit easier than dating the bar. Well, yeah, in most instances, I will say that because sometimes the bar girls won't actually come out and ask you for family stuff. Sometimes they're more greedy. They kind of just want for themselves first, but whatever they do end up getting, maybe they'll break their family off a little bit, I guess. You know what, Rahi? That's a great point, man. Some bar girls are just they're not good at all. And they're very bad. And some guys do fall in love with them and marry them. I don't know. I don't know. But some guys choose to try to change the lives of some of these ladies, some of the worst ones, and doesn't always turn out well. See, my man World Traveler knows, man. That dude right there, I'm telling you, that man is the one percenter. And trust me, this man ain't got to lie to me for shit. I've seen it firsthand. So I know. We talked about it before. So, you know, I know what it's like, or I know the perspective of the upper echelon. All I gotta do is ask him. I may not be that 1%, but I know. So I mean, when they say money is everything in the Philippines, that's very true. But to downgrade your wealth or devalue yourself to the point where you realize that a woman's not just in it for money, yeah, you'll that'll definitely help you out in the long run. You just got to be careful with how much you divulge. I truly agree. I highly agree with something like that. My man, so gravity says, "What should be my budget for tricking if I want high class Filipinas?" Shit, I say 100K, easy. Uh, I say you better come with it, man. I say 100K. That sounds dramatic. I don't care what nobody says. I think 100,000 to get you right. I think 100K to do you right. I don't know, man. You gotta ask Mike, man. Ask World Traveler Anti-Gravity. I mean, I'm telling you, man, I'm not used to high class, man. I'll tell you right now. I'm not, I mean, the upper echelon, man, I know the people like that. Some girls you may be lucky enough to slide in on a drunken night. Maybe you're at a party, you just happen to get it in where you fit it in and you good to go. But if you talking about coming to the table with some dollars or some pesos, you better come ready, man. I can't give you no price tag on that because that's not really how I navigate around the Philippines, man. That I cannot do. I can't do that. The shit we do, guys. I'm telling you. My man Benji says, he said, I've been on that road before where I thought she was definitely God's an angel, but the good thing is God allowed me to find out later that was definitely not one of his angels. Now that's funny, Benji, but we've all been there, guys. Come on, man. I know Benji ain't the only one who got a story to share. I mean, I can tell you right now, I've dated in my past a long time ago, like some girls that I thought would be somebody that I could potentially see myself with. And I'm glad that it didn't work out. Because if it did, then there will be a whole lot more to the table. I mean, a whole lot more that I would have to take on than I would be willing to do. So, you know the gimme types, man. You'll figure that out. You'll definitely figure that out. Everybody says, see, this is actually a good topic of conversation too. My man Oahu Dude says, even in the Philippines, if money is the only game you have, then your game is limited. Looks, wit, humor, all of that stuff counts too. But then you got my man Rahid says you don't need game in the Philippines. He says if somebody 7 year old, he said even 70-year-olds can get laid too. That goes all the way back to just having the money to get it in. I guess. I mean, I'm never gonna sit here and tell you that money isn't important. Money isn't an important factor. I will never say that because we all have to see that for what it is. But if money is your only factor, I do agree that you're gonna put yourself in a situation that's not gonna end well. We always talk about leading with the wallet. We always talk about leading with the wallet. So if you do so, you already know how that's gonna end. MKS, I've been jealous of my man BGC Mike for a long time. But that's my dude, man. I don't give a fuck. I mean, I'm just being real. Like, to me, surrounding myself with people who have a whole lot more than me, which is a whole lot of people, it puts life into a perspective. It gives me the motivation to want to work harder. It gives me the motivation to want to be better. All right. And it gives me that motivation to not want to settle for the low hanging fruit. All right. There are some women on here that will hold on to you for dear life. I talked about it in a video. When they ain't ready to move on, don't move her in. I'm telling you, some girls will hold on to you for dear life because you are her lifeline. You are the only one that probably ever gave a shit or whatever, the only foreigner that's probably ever gave her a chance. So, I mean, most of them ain't going to let you go easy. And I think you'll start to realize that very soon. When it comes to low hanging fruit, they will not let you go easy. And the reason that they will not let you go easy is because they know what they stand to lose monetarily and all that comes with it. So, you definitely have to look out for that too. Road traveler with his old money, man. See, stop shitting on people in the chat, man. You know how sensitive I am. My man Tony says low hanging fruit or not, it takes time to know the motive. It does. It does take time to know a woman's motive. I mean, this isn't something that's gonna happen overnight. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you shouldn't have fun. Fuck yeah, go out there and enjoy yourself. It's the Philippines, man. If you want to go out there and sleep your way through women, like I said, have some fun with it. Okay. I am not against that if you're not looking for a good one. But if you want to take time to, see what your options are out there and try to find you somebody who's definitely going to bring value to the relationship, go for it. They're out there. I don't believe it when people say that there's no good women in the country. That I can't with that. I mean, you can say what you want to say, and I mean, everybody's entitled to an opinion, but I'll never say that there aren't good women in the Philippines. They're not all part of the low-hanging fruit group. All right, just gotta take your time. Gotta take your time. It sucks, and I'm telling you right now, a lot of guys don't want to take that time. We know that. That's what I was talking about earlier. A lot of guys just don't have time to take the time. Because of it, they end up taking L's. They end up taking L's by having to deal with the low-hanging fruit group. Oahu dude, you bring up a great point, man. If you want the beautiful, educated, professional, and ethical Filipinas, it ain't gonna be easy. Shit ain't gonna just fall into your lap, man. It is not going to fall into your lap. My man Rahid says it's impossible to find a good Filipina. He said it doesn't exist. He said he's been through more girls than he can count here, but he can't find a good one by his standards. Hey man, everybody's standards is different though. Let's make that clear too. Maybe your standards and somebody else's standards are different. Maybe that's why, it may be more difficult for you to find somebody than for somebody else to find somebody. Oahu. Oh yeah, Oahu. Dude, you're asking me about earlier. It's almost impossible. I said almost impossible in Manila. I shouldn't say it's impossible, but almost impossible. In Davao City, it's a little bit. Your chances are greater. I will not say that you will, but I will say that your chances are greater in Davao City. If you're looking for a quality Filipina that's not part of the low hanging fruit group, your chances are greater. I am not saying that you will. I will not guarantee you that, because then that's me saying, oh, I guarantee you're going to find the girl of your dreams in Davao City. Okay. I can't say that. But what I will say is this: your chances are highly, your probability of finding one that you're looking for, is a whole lot better in Davao than it is in Manila. I do. I can't really see that being any different. I don't care what nobody says. I mean, I know what Manila is like, guys. It's a dangerous game they play out there. And I think that, with the foreigners being in there, then I feel like it's just a tapped market. That's the best way to say it. You have some places that are untapped, and Manila is damn near tapped out, people. Manila is tapped out. Now again, Rahid, I'm not telling you that if you go to Davao, you're gonna find one, okay? I'm not saying that you will find one in Davao. I mean, if you can get to Davao, I just say give it a chance, man. You might be able to find one. You might. I'm not gonna say yes, but I'm saying that it is a high probability. I think it's higher than in Cebu, and also in Manila for sure, without a doubt, man. Manila is a tapped market, guys. I mean, there's no way to put it. Manila is a tapped market. There's no other way for me to put it. And I mean, again, this is just my opinion, guys. That's all I'm saying, man. Whatever you guys got to say, keep it in the chat. Anybody who catches this on a replay, make sure you keep the chat open so that you can keep up with the conversation. I see we got 36 individuals watching, 34. Appreciate you guys getting the likes up for me. Definitely check out the IPA shirts. If you guys are interested in getting your own IPA shirts, by all means, that link is in the description area below. You guys know how to find the ebooks. They're on the link in the description area of my latest videos. Definitely check out the ebooks, guys. Those ebooks are the shit. By all means, if you want to support the channel, you already know how to do so. But of course, like the good doctor says, he is happy that you come through and spends a little bit of time with him this particular day. All right. So we're gonna get back to our regularly scheduled programming. Malcolm, I'm pretty sure AC got a couple. I said a couple. I'm not saying it's rare. Yeah, it's rare. You might have to skim through some shit to find one though. Hey, what's going on, Joshua, man? You look like a newbie here. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel, man. I'm glad to have you on. He says there are so many women in Manila, though. There are a lot of women in Manila. A lot of women in Manila. But if you're looking for I don't know, a woman that you would consider to be top quality, a woman that you would consider to be somebody for you, I am not going to sit there and tell you that that is going to be easy to find a woman that is not part of the low-hanging fruit group in Manila. But there are a lot of women there. A lot of women there. And most of them have probably been ran through. Most. Again, let's not be disrespectful about it, but yeah, they probably had their fair share of, time with foreigners. Some of them have not, you know. I don't know. My man Captain Spaulding believes that Manila is a good base to meet women. Okay. All right. You're right. Makati and probably Bonifacio Global City, Malcolm, are probably different than just meeting women in, the random parts of Manila, like Taguig and Pasay and Pasig and places like that, It does depend, though. Again, I don't know. I'm just here to, listen to what you guys got to say. All right. Big Wall, you crazy, man. You crazy. Oahu, do you bring up a great point, man? He says sometimes it's about the foreigners' low self esteem that they developed in their own home country, then they take it, overseas with them. And the first girl that shows them interest, they are really gonna fall in love with them. Yeah, I mean, we talked about that in the beginning too, man. I mean, a lot of guys, they just easy to please, or they want to do whatever they can to please the chick. They don't got no backbone. And again, that does stem from where they are in their own personal lives in the United States or wherever home country they are from. World traveler, that's a great point. He says it isn't always the Filipina who is the low hanging fruit. The foreigner coming to the Philippines is low hanging fruit of their country. Jack, I can't really deny that, or you can't really say anything against it because I know what you mean. I know what you're trying to say. But not everybody might take it wrong, but it is actually a funny analogy. Sometimes it's not the Filipinos. Like I said, when I heard earlier that the guy was like, yeah, are we going for the low hanging fruit in the Philippines because we're trying to date women in a third world country? Then again, from a opposite end of the spectrum, like my man World Traveler says, he's like, isn't it the foreigner who may be the low hanging fruit from their own country when they're coming to the Philippines to look for women? Hey man, I'm gonna leave that one to the chat, man. That's a great question. That's $1 million question right there. I appreciate you putting that one on the floor, guys. I mean, you got to answer that. That's on you. That's on you. I'm not touching that one with a 10-foot pole, but it's funny that you say that because I can see where you're coming from with that particular approach. So I appreciate it. Hope you guys, throw something in there on that one, man, because that one was legit. Goddamn, everybody in their feelings tonight. What's good? I thought I said, this shit's supposed to be therapeutic over here. I think I done started up some shit. That's my bad. All right. Mm. You know what, Andy? you say that the views of people who date Filipinos online are looked at as losers. Not all the time. It's not all the time, man. I think that I don't. Well, yeah, some people do. They do shit on people who consider having relationships online. But come on, man. So many. I've seen many relationships that have spawned online. I think that what really defines the relationship is when you guys actually meet. That's the best way for me to put it. That would be the best way for me to put it. So what's good, man? I see my man Corey in the building. I just read your comment, man. He says foreigners gravitate to those obvious spots like Makati and Burger Street. He said QC around the University Row. You're gonna find somebody in Pasig and also in BGC. You'll be fine. All right. Agree, and I appreciate the comment, man. Appreciate you coming through. Oahu Dude says to clarify with his earlier comment, he says with bar girls it's purely a transaction, truly money based. Like you said, no emotion involved. With girlfriends, you're emotionally involved and may cost you more. Yeah. I mean, when guys get into relationships and they're really into it, that's highly probable. I can't really disagree with that. My man Fed Up in the building. What's going on, man? I appreciate you coming through and spending some time with the good doctor today. Thank you guys for coming in. I see we got 36 watching. Let's get those likes up. I would appreciate that. Hey, who said anything was wrong with poor girls? I never said that, did I? I don't remember saying anything was wrong with poor girls. Like I said, man, like low hanging fruit has nothing, in my personal opinion, low hanging fruit has absolutely nothing to do with your social class. I will say that time and time again. Low hanging fruit has nothing to do with your social class. You can be low hanging fruit and be a part of the upper class. It's just your attitude in general that constitutes, or basically, in my personal opinion, constitutes you as being part of the low hanging fruit group. All right. Because I don't want people to think that I say low hanging fruit means lower class. That's a determination that you guys draw on your own. That is not what I'm trying to say. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm trying to say. Well, Corey, some people love paying to play, man. That is what that's the lifestyle that they highly enjoy. I mean, they have the benefit of being able to date a different girl every day. They can talk to as many girls as they want to with no actual, how do you call it, with no actual commitment to anybody. So a lot of guys love this paying to play. And if that's your lifestyle and if that's your philosophy and if that's what you want, do it. And if you're there for a short period of time, do it. I will never tell you not to do it. And the reason that I will never tell a man not to do it is because if you settle down too quickly, I feel like you're gonna put yourself in a position where you're gonna be stuck. And then you're gonna be seeing all these beautiful Filipino women around you, giving you the eye and looking at you kind of sexy and sideways. Then you're gonna be like, damn man, why did I settle for this one? Don't settle until you've had your fair share of fun. All right. That's my philosophy in life. And I think a lot of guys can agree with that. You never want to settle too fast. The minute you settle too fast, you definitely gonna put yourself in a position where you is gonna hate life. All right. Leave it to Christine. How you doing, young lady? I appreciate you coming through and spending some time with us today. She says it in the realest way humanly possible. She says that a man can always be replaced. Oh shit, I love it, man. And it's true, man. They can trade up with the quickness on us. And sometimes in certain situations, sometimes the men find it difficult. Well, in the Philippines, it may not be difficult to replace a woman, but to replace a good woman, oh yes, that I will say. Oahu dude, the answer is yes, I believe. And the only reason I can say yes is that's actually what I did. He asked, "Does your chances of meeting a high vibrant fruit or a high hanging fruit increase when you spend time around colleges taking classes?" I do agree with that. Now, I would never say that all the women that take classes in the Philippines or are the greatest, and I mean, you can say that in the United States and anywhere in the world. But I do believe that you will put yourself in a position to be around women who are looking to advance advance themselves, looking to, better themselves. Low hanging fruit, I don't see that. I don't see women trying to better themselves. I just see them happy and content with the time in the space that they are in right now, seeing whatever they can get from, foreigners. And then from the foreigner's perspective, he's already high shit. So the woman should be wanting to cater to him and XYZ, and that makes him a complete jackass. So, yeah. I do believe that, it does increase your chances. Again, I'll never say that all women who go to college are the greatest, but you know, my man Rahid said he would consider Davao, but he's good to go, man. I mean, it's all good, bro. I'm not mad at you for not wanting to go to Davao. I can tell you right now, if you've had poor experiences in every area that you've been in, or you just haven't found the one that's for you, you can't really think that going to a certain area is going to change your mind. All right, when you've actually tried that. I mean, so everybody's experience is going to be different. I wish that I knew your story. I wish you would email me so that you could tell me your story. If anybody wants to email me, by all means, Mike the PI guy at gmail.com. I need to hear some stories, man, because I want to know where it comes from. I want to know where it stems from so that I can relate. If you don't want to talk about it in the chat, by all means, man, hit me up in the email. I will gladly listen to what you guys say, fam. Fed up, you do bring up a great point, man. Sometimes you don't have to go out there and look for it. Sometimes it just comes to you, you know? So Miss Christine says she can live without men. Hey, I think most women can nowadays. Most women don't need men at all. Especially in the Philippines. I've seen a lot of women who are just happy being by themselves. But that's more so professional types though. I haven't really seen, other types of women other than those that have something to focus on. I haven't really seen any of those men say they don't need a man. But if you're a professional and you're more worried about career advancement and stuff like that, I can see a lot of women not needing men at all. At all. They could be happy by themselves. World traveler, you funny man. He said the low hanging fruit can't afford to go to Starbucks. Ah, that's kind of funny though, because the best place to meet women in Davao is like the Starbucks at a Breeza Mall. And that's a limited place, but it's definitely, in my opinion, the place to go. No doubt. There is nothing wrong with being alone, people. Shit. I know a lot of people who are happy to be by themselves. You're right. Christine says not all foreign guys are attractive. Hell yeah. Shit. That's true. I mean, I'm not one to judge. I mean, shit, I don't look the best my damn self, but I've seen some guys who are not quite the prettiest people in the world. Like I said, I ain't pretty my damn self, but I've seen someone that look a little bit worse than me. So, I don't know. I mean, Rahid says that Cebu is much worse than Manila when it comes to meeting women. He said he just doesn't find them attractive. Okay. Ain't nobody hurt me. Dr. Mike's move, man. I roll with the punches, boy. I fucking hit you with some shit, man. I got some stories to tell, man. I cried myself to sleep at night a couple of times over some chicks, man. I've had my moment, but I'm a man about it, and I ain't afraid to admit it. If I had to cry, it was for a good reason. Now, Mike don't cry over no chicks, man. I'm good to go, fam. I'm good, man. My current status is dope. Don't need to be lonely. But like I said, man, if I had to be by myself, I'd be by myself, man. I'd find a way to enjoy life. Facts. Trust me. I'm just that type of person. All right, I'm just reading comments, guys. I'm still here. So MKS believes that is it Mendino? I don't know. Mindanao. I'm not sure. Maybe you meant Mindanao. I don't know if that's Mindoro. I can't. I'm sorry. Let me know. You say it has the best looking women. I would definitely love to get clarification on where Mendino is, or if you meant Mindoro, or if you meant Mindanao. Hey, he says the best women are probably in Mindanao. Shout out to Mindanao people. Y'all know what's up. That's where Daval's at. I'm sorry. I I'm in. I'm in like Flynn, man, because Mindanao is that's my place, guys. So if you want to shout Mindanao, specifically Davao City, whoop whoop, hashtag Team Davao City in this bitch. Don't hate though. Cause I block you, bitch. Don't hate me. Don't hate my city. But yeah, I'm just reading the comments, guys. Uh my man Oahu dude says I'm not a low-hanging fruit, or maybe he is. We're gonna put a question mark on that one, man. You're right. I think that most foreigners, my Philippines interest, he says, I think foreigners take the easy route with low hanging fruit. A lot of guys take the easy route when it comes to the low hanging fruit. And the reason that they choose to deal with the low hanging fruit simply because it's easy. So I appreciate you coming through. Appreciate you showing some love to the channel, man. Like I said, if this is your first time watching the Dr. TV channel video or live stream or joining, appreciate you coming by. Welcome to the family, man. We're just over here letting guys vent and have their emotions all out on on the table. I want you guys to get it out of your system. I want you to feel better when you get off of the live stream. So people, let's not bash on somebody. Please don't. Everybody's entitled to an opinion over here. All right. If you have your opinion, please share it, because this is what makes this channel therapeutic. This is what makes people want to come around and join the live stream. Shit. Speak your mind, say your piece, and enjoy the show. That's what we got going on here. So, like you said, he said, I think foreigners take the easy route with low hangers. Yes, a lot of foreigners do. I mean, because nobody wants to put in work anymore. They want to get with the women that require them to do the least amount of work. That is what I truly believe. My man Joshua, I appreciate you believing that this is good info. Most of the time, we just come over here and vent and we have fun. I bring up topics that I believe will be beneficial to the chat, and then I let everybody speak their mind and show their purpose. I mean, again, everybody is not going to agree on the topic. This is why we talk about it. Some people are going to say, there's no such thing as a good Filipina. Some people are going to say that's false. Everybody's going to have their opinion. So I just want you to read between the lines, figure out what works best for you, come to the Philippines and enjoy yourself. All right, first things first, if this is your first time coming to the Philippines, have as much fun as humanly possible, man. Just treat it like a trip to Mardi Gras, man. Just go crazy. I encourage that, because once you get it out of your system, then you'll be able to focus. I think that once you're able to get that out of your system, and if you want to continue to do that, if you want to continue to use that as your particular lifestyle, perfectly fine. But once you get it all out of your system, you'll be able to focus, and you'll be able to determine, man, nah, I've dealt with women like that in the past, and that's not my type of chick. You understand? That's the beauty of being able to get it out of your system, because you'll know the type of women that are for you and the type of women that are not for you. So first of all, appreciate you joining the show, man. I appreciate you. I hope you enjoy your trip in February, man. I hope you have a blast, bro, because I did, and I think a lot of people did. All right. So, just weed through all of the negativity, man, and find what works best for you. I don't want you to come to the country with a negative viewpoint, and that's typically what happens. A lot of guys come to the country, with a preconceived notion. I want you to come through with an open mind. I say it's good. Some people say it's bad. Find out what works best for you. Figure out what you need to learn as far as topics are concerned, and then work your way through it like that. That's all. My man for paying the interest. Thank you, man, for showing some love to the channel. He says, what's up, Dr. Mike? Dr. Mike is just here to have some fun, man. I appreciate you spending some time over here. Make sure you guys get the likes up, man. We got 36 watching. I appreciate you coming through and spending some time. All of you guys, man. Again, like I tell you, man, this channel wouldn't be anything without you guys. Not in the least. It wouldn't even be great. And everybody knows that Dr. Mike has one purpose in life, And if you don't know what that person is, I will tell you right now. Dr. Mike is here to make Philippines vlogging great again. I don't care what nobody says. I'm here to make it great again. I'm here to make live streaming great again. I'm here to come with a topic, here to stick with a topic, and I'm here to listen to you guys share in your emotions, sharing what you got going on, so that at the end of the day, once the stream is over, you get it out of your system, you go on about your business, you take your nap, you go on about your day, but at least you feel good that you've shared your story. That's what we do over here. This is a therapeutic moment. This is a session. It's a free session, basically. We sit up here for 2 or 3 hours and we get it out of our system. So again, that's why these channels exist, man. A live stream like this is few and far between. We're gonna stick to a topic and we're gonna hold it down. And I appreciate all of you guys coming through and listening to me talk and reading the chats. Most of you guys come here for the chats, of course. Everybody's just like, fuck Dr. Mike. Nobody cares about what you're saying. I'm here to see what people have to say in the chat. And I'm cool with that too, man. At least as long as you guys are over here, I'm good. My man Philippine Interest says he found his lady, but not without making mistakes along the way. Again, it may take you quite a few women. You may have to build up a hefty body count. Everybody knows what a body count is. You may have to build up a hefty body count before you find the one that really, really suits you. Now, what suits you may not suit everybody. So again, your standards, whatever you need in a woman, maybe you'll find it, and it's gonna, like I said, you're gonna find it one way or another, but it may be different than somebody such as myself. What I look for in a woman, everybody's interest, everybody's what they need in a woman is definitely different for sure. My man Awahudu says most women look down on men who seek Filipinas, while the older men are stuck in bad relationships that envious. Okay. I don't know. I mean, I know where you're coming from, but that's every girl. I think any girl, see, that's the thing. You say most women look down on men for seeking Filipinas. You could say that about most women who look down on guys who seek women in Brazil and Colombia, Dominican Republic. You could say that for any group of women. Anytime a man goes broad, period, whether you're from Australia, any European country, whether you're from the United States or Canada, anytime you choose to seek a woman abroad, you may get shitted on. Women in your own home country are not going to like you. You want to know why? Because they feel like you've turned your back on your own people. That's the reason why you get this bitterness, because they feel you have turned your back on your own damn people when you choose to date abroad. Am I mad for dating abroad? Fuck nah, man. It's the best. It was the best experience of my life, guys. I'll never take it back for the world. I think it would probably be almost impossible. Almost. I say almost. Not high. It's highly impossible. Close to impossible for me to probably ever date a woman in the United States again. And I'm not saying that's any knock on them. It's just the fact that, first of all, I've been in a relationship for a while and I'm probably going to stick it out because that's what I do. And other than that, it's just the fact that I've been able to find a place that suits me. Now, my man Rahid, I know you've been going through your own, shit with Filipino women. Sometimes maybe it's just the Philippines is not for you. We said this time and time again, sometimes the Philippines just ain't for everybody. Sometimes the shit just don't work for everybody. There's a lot to put up with in the Philippines as a foreigner. And then there's a lot for Filipinas to have to put up with as foreigners coming into the country too. So let's not knock that. But sometimes the Philippines isn't for everybody. Sometimes we have to take ourselves out of the situation if we can and find a new spot. I know guys who came to the Philippines, didn't work out. They went back home, regrouped, found a new place to go. And sometimes that may be what it takes. That may be what it takes. My man Fed Up says it correctly. The grass is not always greener on the other side. Some guys believe that they'll be able to have a better opportunity or a better life dating Filipinas and Philippines and all that stuff because of what they heard from other guys and this, that, and the other and XYZ 1, 2, 3. But sometimes you're gonna realize down the line that shit ain't for you. Sometimes that shit just ain't for you. You got to pick it up, move, and go somewhere else, man. Sometimes that's what it takes. Personally, for me, I feel like you just got to get the hell up out of there. If it's not something that really, really is giving you what you need, there's no reason to to fucking sit around and hold on to it, I feel. Unless you have no choice monetarily or whatever it may be, that's a different story. But if you can pick up, just leave. Sometimes you just have to cut the loss and go on with it, man. See, my man Philippine Interest says that he met 4 Filipinas before he found the right one. So hey, it ain't gonna always be easy. Ain't gonna always be easy, guys. But I'm telling you right now, I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. I should say. My man Joshua says he's not sure how long he's going to stay in the Philippines. I say give it at least 30 days, man. I mean, if you like it, renew the visa. But if you have time to spend and money to spend, stay a little bit longer if you can. I would say at least do about 20 days to give yourself a chance to figure out if this is for you or not. I think in a month you'll realize if this place is for you. If you have the means to get around and travel around, see if there's any places that you actually want to see. Go to the landmarks that you want to see. And you'll figure out exactly, if the country in general is for you. Sometimes it's the country that may not be for you, man. So, you definitely want to keep it moving. My man Philippine Interest says that provincial women are the best. I do believe that they provide you the best chance at being with a good quality woman. I will say that. My man Philippine Interest says, what is my opinion of Filipinas not liking blacks? Well, I don't really care because the ones that I have dealt with in the past, they don't really have an issue with skin color. I mean, you can say, oh, it doesn't matter if you're black or this, or they only care about money. The only color they see is green. Heard that too. But ultimately, the ones that don't like me, I don't care because there are going to be a couple that do. A lot of people believe that Filipinos just don't like black people in general. A lot of people believe that. That is a common misconception, okay? Common misconception. We talked about it before. Is if you look like a basketball player, a singer, or a dancer, that's your way in. So basically they would probably say, "Oh, we don't like Usher, we don't like LeBron James, we don't like Kobe Bryant because they're black." No, they're athletes. They like athletes. They like people who can entertain. All right. So if you look like any of those entertainers or those athletes, you're fine. Even if you don't, if you remind them of any type of entertainer or athlete, you're gonna be good. And like I said, I've had people compare me to other people that I really don't think I look like. So for them to have those comparisons, that's fine. But there are a chosen few who are just fucking racist, man. Can't really deal with that at all. And I'm cool with that. I don't really give a fuck about those that don't like me because of my skin color. You know what? That's just fucking pure ignorance. And if people want to be ignorant, that's cool. Cause I know the ones that are educated, the ones that I went to school with, shit, they they definitely know how to show me some love, man. The girl that I'm with now, she loves me. So I'm good to go, man. I am good to go. You're right though. As far as the Philippines catching up to the US fast, yeah, they're catching up. Yes, Miss Christine, I am so behind the comments. It is what it is. Dr. Mike is slow as fuck. It doesn't matter. I'm telling you, I walk so slow, I walk backwards, man. But I'm gonna catch up. Don't worry about it. Most of these comments are you guys talking to one another. That's why I'm not gonna read them all. So a quick skim. And if I miss you guys, please don't kill me. I gotta run through a chat, focus on, talking to you guys and doing a whole bunch of different things at one time. So don't kill me. I am only one man. All right. I don't have moderators and stuff to help me get to the good questions and stuff. I have to do all of that shit myself. Trust me, I don't have enough money to put behind the channel right now. I'm building up slowly but surely. They do. Yeah, Filipinas do gravitate towards the lighter skinned foreigners. But at the end of the day, it does not hurt my feelings. A lot of people think I'm supposed to be butthurt because some chick don't like me. You want to know what's real? I found one that actually liked me, okay? One that actually liked me for me. All of my dark skinned burntness, my big ass chocolate bald head. I found one that actually accepts me for who the fuck I is. For who I am. I shouldn't say who I is. People gonna think that I don't know how to speak proper English. So I have to set them fucking straight. But I'm good, man. My life is great. If these chicks, I'm sorry, I was about to call them the B word, but if these ladies do not like me because of my skin color and they want to expose their ignorance, by all means, you can expose your ignorance to me simply because all I do is laugh and shit on you people, anyways. I already know my status in society and I know my status in the Philippines, so I am very good. I think the only people that would get offended by ladies who don't like them because they're black are people who are too damn sensitive to give a fuck. If you cry over people not liking you because of your skin color, I think that you got a lot to work on for yourself. Now if you've been discriminated against by all of them, I can't really say something about that. I mean, maybe the Philippines just ain't for you. All right, that's what I will say. Josh, please don't get married on your first trip to the Philippines, man. Don't come to the channel talk about I'm married and I got a kid on the way. That's the last thing we want to hear. That is the last thing I want to hear, man, on your trip. Philippine interest. I'm not familiar with the Focus Photo. I'm not familiar with the YouTube channel. Like I said, I don't know too many YouTubers in Davao. I mean, I'm sure there's quite a few. I'm just not familiar with channels yet. They haven't come across my news feed, so I'm just not sure of their content. So it's all good. Like I said, man, skin color is definitely a taboo topic here because everybody wants to get all up in their feelings and shit. See, this is the reason why I don't like bringing up race. As soon as somebody bring up race, everybody get all in their feelings and get butthurt. Man, Dr. Mike don't give a fuck, and you shouldn't care either. Exactly, bruh. Rahid, you said it right there, man. You still getting it in, right? So why do you care? Why should anybody care about skin color? As long as it's not stopping you from doing what you want to do. Come on, man. Why does it even matter? Like a lot of people take it to heart though, get up in their feelings, man. That shit don't work for me. Dr. Mike don't fall off because somebody want to call me the N-word. Get the fuck out of here. Come on, man. How many times I heard the N word? You do realize that I'm from the great state of North Carolina. I'm from the South. I'm from the South where there's majority white people and there are black people. And the only black people live in concentrated areas. Okay. I live in North Carolina. How many black people do you know from North Carolina? Probably a few, but I live in the white area. Okay. So pardon me if I'm not offended by the N word or, oh, how do people feel about black people? Come on, man. That shit's played. Dude, you know how many times I've heard the N word in my life? Too many. In the Philippines, not so many though. I will say it hasn't been that many. Oahu, dude, it's probably very, very hard to approach the women in the Starbucks in the Breeze Mall. They don't make it easy. I I'm gonna try to come up with a video of some particular tactics they could possibly use. I'm trying. Oh no, Dr. Mike don't love these hoes, and I damn sure don't cry over them. I'm good to go. Tim H, thank you for taking time to listen to the show before chiming in. He says, fools rush and the wise do not. So, a lot of fools do rush into love. They rush into getting into the relationships with these low hanging fruit ladies. And that's what happens. So my man Philippine interest new to the channel must not know why they call me Dr. Mike. The reason that I am called Dr. Mike is because I have my doctorate degree. I earned that bitch. And there is proof of that. There are a lot of people who don't believe me, but I have proof that I do have my doctorate degree. If I ever had to actually prove it to people and give people fucking evidence, I have it. And I'm not talking about just my diploma. I'm talking about articles that they wrote on me, dude. Like, let's keep it 100. If you want to know the truth, people they wrote articles on me I was the first ever foreign student to graduate with a postgraduate degree in my university's history. So yeah, I really don't need to prove that to nobody. Sorry guys. My bad. I had to cut it off for a second, but yeah. Mm. Oh no, no shit, man. I am a doctor. I have my doctorate degree. I don't do no damn surgery now. Don't get me twisted. Now I ain't that kind of doctor, but I earned my doctorate degree, so I'm good to go. And that's facts. I do feel like some people want me to prove it, and I may post something about it later if I feel like it. But I'm good. I don't feel like putting out all my information and stuff like that. Hmm. You asked me what am I doing in the Philippines? I earned my doctorate degree in the Philippines. I went to one of the most prominent universities in my area, and that's pretty much why I was here. I studied in the Philippines, man. I grew up in the Philippines. I've been in the Philippines since I was 18 years old. I grew up here. In the Mindanao region, anti-gravity, it is a great majority Muslim, but I don't think it's the predominant. It's not the predominant religion. True that. There are beautiful women everywhere. Well, who do well. My Philippine interest. Thank you for enjoying the channel. I try my best not to be like other YouTubers because that would just make me boring. So, yeah, appreciate you. I appreciate you spending some time here, man. Hope to see you around the next time whenever we go live. I am not about to call this man Big Daddy. You better give me a name to call you, man. I can't say it. That shit make me feel funny. Focus photo. Who is that? Somebody, you know what? I'm about to go ahead and check out the channel you're talking about cuz I mean, it's unfortunate, man. I watch a lot of YouTube, but sometimes this shit don't come across my channel like that. So I'm going to type in this guy's name right now so that I can understand the person you are talking to or talking to me about. Oh, that's not gonna happen because every when I type in folks photo, the one thing that comes up is people taking pictures, and that's probably not his particular live stream. I'll figure it out later, but yeah, man, I don't know anything about too many other YouTubers, man. So yeah, sorry guys, I had to listen to some text messages. I'm sorry, I had to listen to a voice, man. Just reading the comments, guys. Give me a second. I'm trying to catch up, man. Might be too late for this shit. What's up, John Jones, man? I almost missed my man comment. Shout out hashtag Davao City in the building. What's going on, man? He says he did meet low hanging fruit on his first trip there, then found my girlfriend. See, anything's possible, guys. Everybody think that it's all bad. It's not all bad. Salute to my man with the hashtag Davao City in the building. I was waiting for it, man. You got to tell everybody what we represent out here, man. And if you met your girl in Davao City, that's just more cool points in the building for sure. My Philippine interest, we don't troll over here, man. And the thing is, yeah, we're small as fuck. Okay, let's keep it 100 in comparison to other people. Yeah, we're a small channel, relatively small. But again, Dr. Mike loves being small. You know why I like being small? Because it gives me a chance to be more intimate with the audience. I can listen in, I can read comments, I can keep up with everybody, I can shout out everybody. So you're not gonna get too much trolling over here. I'll shut that shit down before it gets out of hand my damn self. So you ain't gotta worry about that over here. You know what I do? I have to catch up on your backstory, but I do remember a lot of people coming at you hard. It sucks, man, having a troll channel, man. But when you have a troll free channel, It's a good thing, but I'm not gonna say that I'm troll free over here. There are some people who shit on me too, and they get all good. I mean, it's natural to have a troll every now and again. I think that if you don't have any trolls, then you're not doing too much. You know, you're right, Oahu dude. You're 100% correct. One important thing is we need to address the newbies. Take their time. Don't make desperate moves. Hang out, chill, and absorb the culture. Yes, you have to absorb the culture. My Philippines interest. I've subscribed to the channel already, so appreciate you coming through, man. I appreciate you spending some time at the channel, man. We do great things over here. A lot of people don't show me no love because my channel's too small, or a lot of people don't want to reach out to your boy because he doesn't have a big channel. That's perfectly fine. Like I said, if I'm gonna build based off of the audience that I have. I'm gonna build based off of the individuals who choose to spend their time with me. I enjoy everybody who comes through and spends any of their time with the good doctor today, tomorrow, and whatever day I decide to go on. Again, my channels wouldn't be anything without you guys. And I'm the type of person that I want to show everybody in my chat that y'all are definitely respected. Everybody has an opinion. Everybody's going to say what's on their mind, and everybody's going to agree or disagree. That is what this channel is all about. If you want to shit on somebody for having an opinion, do that shit somewhere else, man. You know, if you're going to make a claim, be able to back it up. If you're going to counter that claim, be able to back it up with, personal experiences or whatever it may be. But definitely don't sit here and just shit on somebody because you just don't like what they have to say. All right, that's what I don't want. And that's probably why we are not having any issues over here on this channel. So far, so good, man. Eventually, somebody's gonna creep over here and fuck some shit up. They're gonna try, and then I'll just have to shut them down, and that's perfectly fine with me. There's a lot of people out there that pretty much troll and talk about, other channels. I just don't have time for that shit. That's my man BD in the building. That's what's up, man. He says, after the Philippines, he just doesn't have dating. He doesn't have an interest in dating women in the United States. Me neither, man. That's just not for me. Not for me at all. Not anymore. I'm not saying that I would never. I'm just saying that's not what's on my list of things to do right now. Western women don't think they shit stink. Yeah, that's true. That is so true. It is like having a trophy, having a half breed child that's half white. I do agree. And everybody's problem with the Philippines is probably the heat. My Philippine interest is asking me, how do I survive in the Philippines? I do online tutoring right now. I'm chilling right now, but I was a teacher in the United States, man. I teach in the US, but right now I'm just here. I do online tutoring. I'm an independent contractor. These kids seek me out for help with their business classes or their, English classes. And, they just ask me to help them out. That's why I'm able to survive. Eventually, I'm going to have to make it back to the United States. It's not the end of the world. I mean, shit, I got to put away some money. Of course, I wish that I was at the age where I was able to retire. But again, I'm in a situation where I'm trying to build up my wealth, and that takes time. It's not going to happen overnight. I still got time. I'm relatively young. I give myself the next 5 to 10 years to put myself in a position to make the move permanently. But right now, I'm sincerely happy with being able to spend a few months out of the year kicking it in the Philippines, enjoying my life. Coming back to the US, spending time with family, putting in a little bit of work, cashing in, banking, and then making my way back out there and probably somewhere different this time around. So it's kind of how I live my life, man. Relatively young. This is just something that we get it, that we have fun with. Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. I'll be missing comments, guys. Don't kill me, man. Don't kill me. Gotta highlight me, maybe. I don't know. I'll be fucking up on this. I can't help it. Oh man. Okay, Oahu dude, you want to try to give me you want to give me topics? He says Filipino families reaction to dating outside the race. Oh, you want me to answer that question for you? Let me give you a quick synopsis. It's okay if you're white, but if you're black, you may get some shifty eyes. That's what I will say. Did I miss something here? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. My man Ted what's going on, man? He says off topic, but how did your family feel about a young about you dating a Filipina at first. Is it a big deal in the family dating outside of the race? If you're asking me personally, what it was like, it won't shit really. Now, I will say this though. I will say this as far as when I first got into a relationship, there was probably some hesitation on her mom's behalf. There was probably some weird shit about it. I mean, that's just based on the background, guys. That's just based on her mom, where she came from and how she grew up and stuff like that. So I didn't give a fuck. My girlfriend, if there was anything negative that came out, my girl kind of just kept it to herself, and that's perfectly fine for me, because I'm the type of person that if I know you don't like me, then I don't give a fuck about you. All right, and I never will. My life and everything that happens from this point on is between me and mine. You feel me? So you can say, "Oh, Mike, what about the family and this, that, and the other?" Look, we'll cross that path when we get to it, But right now, like I'm saying, I'm happy with my relationship. You feel me? So, we're in a good space, and family and shit like that. Like my family's good. My family all accepting. They know my girl and everything like that. So that's perfectly cool. All right, they've already met her. They've known her for as long as I've known her, of course. So, we've gone through the phase of questionable shit. We've gone through the phase of family questioning the relationship. It came from both ends. Are you sure this one is the right one for you? Are you sure that she's with you just to be with you and not for the money? On her side, are you sure you want to be with this guy? Are you sure he's treating you right? Blah blah blah. We've been through it. So, if we're gonna make that into a topic, I'll definitely say it probably wouldn't matter as much if you're Caucasian than if you are African American, such as myself, in most families, because most people look at white as if it is the greatest thing on God's green earth. They shit don't stink. Sometimes African Americans get shitted on. So what? I will consider putting together that topic of dating outside the race, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to stretch it into a decent live stream. I'm just not sure. Maybe it will, through the comments and stuff, but I kind of feel like that's more of a beginning and end right there. That's just my personal opinion. God dang it, if I don't catch up with these freaking comments, man, somebody gonna shit on me. I know y'all about to get mad because I'm super behind. I'm so fucking behind. I just don't care, man. Guys, give me a minute. Shit. I'm slow as hell, man. I'm like so slow I'll be walking backwards. Okay. All right, we good. Excuse me, wait a minute. No, actually, my dude's not a troll. What's his name? I can never get his name right. Taang PLZ. Nah, he's actually a he. Don't let the picture fool you. I've talked to him offline. He's not trolling. I don't know if he's trolling you guys, but he don't troll me. And if he ever, because I've talked to him offline before, so I don't think he's a troll. I'm sorry if you guys feel that way. Personally, my feelings aren't hurt. I don't give a fuck what people think about me. If you haven't noticed now, Dr. Mike is just he too much. He really doesn't give a fuck. I'm too much into my own self, man. I'm too much into my own shit. If people want to troll Dr. Mike, you have a large battle against you. You have a large challenge, because I don't take anything seriously. YouTube is fun for me. It's therapeutic. That's why we have this live chat. We're talking about low-hanging fruit in the Philippines, talking about dealing with people who are just, not the greatest type of people in the world to get at, and we have fun over here. And if you can't be a part of the fun, fuck it. Go away. We don't need you. I'll be cool with that. I'll be cool. If you say, Dr. Mike, I never want to watch another one of your videos ever again. Fuck you. Your channel sucks. You suck ass. And I wish you would take your black ass back to the United States of America. Am I supposed to be offended because you call me out on my race? Come on, man. Be original. If you could be original with it, then you might elicit a response from me, a response that actually constitutes me to think about what I'm going to say before I sit there and laugh your ass off of my channel and say, thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for giving me a view that I very much needed, because you watched the damn video. Whether you put a dislike on it or not, you had to watch it. You had to watch through the ads. So fuck it. You made it through at least the first 30 seconds of the video before you constituted whether you liked it or hated it. So why am I hurt for? Most people get butthurt over the stupidest shit around here. I'm too cool for that. My Philippine interest, it's probably coming eventually. Somebody will probably come over here and shit on me or try to at least. I don't care. I just don't care. Shout out to North Carolina in the building, man. That's what's up, SML. I'm late as fuck. Yo, don't kill me. All right. I'm getting there. Guys, you can back off of him, man. He's good. He's good in my opinion. I talked to the dude before. If he got a racist if he got a problem, he'll be okay. I actually talked to the dude. So I don't really think his comment was racist, but dating outside the race is, it's a topic worth covering sometimes. And I just kind of felt like that was probably the beginning and end for it myself. DE, you stupid, man. All Filipinos are good. There's no bad ones. All right. That's what's up. Yeah, you're right. I mean, like my dude, hey, Taeang, I know him. He's been around for a long time, guys. I didn't think that it was a racist question. I didn't. And knowing him and the conversations that we had offline, he's emailed me before. So I mean, we good. I was kind of figuring out why you guys thought he was being racist. I didn't feel it. I'm sorry. And maybe that's just me not giving a fuck, I guess. Or if I missed it, maybe I'm too slow. Maybe it was a racist comment. I don't know, guys. I just don't care. I truly believe everyone should address you as Dr. Mike. I wish everybody would address me as Dr. Mike. But if they don't want to, shit, man. Some people say, ain't nothing wrong with that for me. Why am I so goddamn late, man? I talk too much. Fuck. I'm sorry, man, that you got shitted on, man. I apologize, man. You guys are on it tonight, man. You can back off. Y'all can give my man a break. He's all right. He's all right because he's been around for a long time, guys. He's not new trolling. Like he's made comments on my videos back when I only had like 400 subscribers. So I I don't know where they thought that you were hating. I don't know, guys. I'm sorry. Fuck it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to keep up, man. There was a lot of emotion going through this chat tonight. Damn, man. I hope everybody's okay. I see a lot of people on edge. Y'all can relax. Dr. Mike is cool. I want everybody to have a good time over here, man. Everybody's so damn sensitive right now. I want you guys to relax. Enjoy the comment. Maybe it was my fault. Maybe I shouldn't have put this topic of conversation out there. People are tripping, but we good. We family. Everybody remember that. Once you're part of the Dr. Mike TV family, you are family for life. All right? Hey, Aquapina, I'm late getting to you, baby. I'm so sorry. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm about to scroll through some shit real quick. My man BD says exactly why leave America if you want a high maintenance chick. Team Cebu. Y'all keep that shit. Hey, Oahu dude, you took that shit way out of context, man. Dr. Mike likes being a small channel. Don't make me break out the magnums on y'all ass. Don't play with me like that. 010. What's going on, man? If you're new to the channel, man, appreciate you coming through, spending some time with the people. Let's get it in. He says, just chiming in. He said, but a Filipino co-worker in America once told me that Americans end up with the ugliest Filipinas and the Japanese and Koreans get the best. I made a video about that and people shitted on me about that. I said that I made a video. You guys know about the video, the types of women that I believe Filipinas are into now. And I got shitted on. They were so mad at me because I said that, they're into dating the Korean and the Japanese, and the Asian men in general. People were like, bullshit, fuck that, bullshit. I get a lot of love in the Philippines. And I wasn't saying that you were not getting a lot of love. I'm just saying that I felt like Filipinas in general were gravitating more towards these Asian groups of individuals than they were foreigners or other types of foreigners and shit. Everybody wanted to get their damn panties in a bunch. See, I can't even make a comment before people want to jump the gun and get all sensitive and shit. But hey, Dr. Mike's cool. Everybody's gonna say they say, and we're gonna get it in because that's what we do. We have fun over here. John Jones, hashtag Team Davao City in the building. Y'all can talk about Cebu, y'all can talk about AC, y'all can talk about QC, y'all can talk about Manila. But over here, it's Team Davao, nothing more, nothing less. All right. Y'all over here talking shit. See, I meant being a small channel. Jesus Christ. Everybody over here getting all sensitive and shit. My Philippines interest, it's definitely, it sucks when you can't even have an opinion and people are gonna like bash on you for it. I do agree. I mean, some people give me some hell too, so it's all good. I wish that they didn't troll you as much as they did, but you know, you just gotta take it in stride, man. I know it's hard though when it's everybody though. Which is why I look at other channels and I'm like, damn, man, I would think that these guys would have given up on YouTube already because they be coming hard at a lot of people. And, you know, eventually they may work their way around to me. But if the only thing, I'm telling you right now, if the only thing that you have to talk about me is my race, you're pretty much wasting your time because that shit is so old, man. If you over here trolling the same person with the same type of shit, every time you go to a black YouTuber's channel, you're talking about their race or their color or whatever, then you're kind of boring to me, man. If you're gonna roast me, man, at least put some thought behind it. Shit. You know, at least put some thought behind your roasting if you're gonna try to come hard for me. If you're gonna come for the throat, I want you to come for the jugular. Sever that bitch. Like, come at me if you want to come at me. But if you ain't got it in you, man, just stay in your mama's basement and be good to go. Tim H is on his way to the Philippines, but he want that good fruit, not that low-hanging fruit. That's what's up, man. My man 010 brings up a great point. He says it has a lot to do with taste. Asian men tend to prefer lighter skinned women, whereas Westerners can often like tan skin. Yes, I've known a lot of guys who come from like the European countries. They've gravitated a lot towards the more morena, if I'm saying that right, ladies, don't kill me, morena type skin complexions. Like I mean, these are the Caucasian males, like the tan skin, which is this is the funniest thing that I've ever experienced in my life. Like, I'll tell you right now, most of the and you guys are gonna find this funny. Maybe you've seen it, maybe you haven't, but whenever it comes to experiencing racism in the Philippines, from my personal experience only, most of the girls who were racist towards me were dark-skinned Filipinas. I have never in my lifetime experienced something like that. How in the fuck are you gonna hate on me when you're damn near the same complexion as me? I laugh about it, but I've noticed that over time, the most of the women who had something against me were more tan skinned than the white skinned Filipinas, and I just thought that was just the craziest thing. But I guess that was just my whole thing, man. I don't know. Maybe I look a certain kind of way. Maybe I look shitty or something. I don't know, man. But again, guys, we're talking about foreigners and Filipinos who settle for the low hanging fruit. Everybody never settle for the whole low hanging fruit. That would not do you any favors in life. I appreciate the 33 or 34 people who still continue to listen to me talk about nothing. Again, guys, you make this channel therapeutic for myself. It's so much fun. I see you guys got my back on a lot of shit, so I appreciate you guys watching my back. I mean, damn, you are literally the shit, man. I love you guys, man. Sincerely, you make this fun for me. All right, this channel wouldn't be anything without you, so I love you. I want you guys to know that. Maraming salamat sa lahat, which means thank you, everyone. Maraming salamat sa el soporta. God dang it, that means thank you for the support. I know I fucked it up, but don't kill me for it. I'm trying, people. My man Tim H says, "What about the the brothers that are between, meaning part of the both races, white and black? Are you asking me if they get love in the Philippines? Oh yeah, light skin, African. Well, they're not really African Americans, but the lighter complexioned individuals, black and white, if they favor more of the lighter end of the spectrum, yeah, I don't see them having any problem. I mean, shit, they probably get more love than I do. Shit, I don't care. Fuck." Like I said, man, I get mines, man. I'm happy. So If anybody has something to say about it, they can suck my left nut and I'll be just fine. In this particular situation, 010, low hanging fruit is not necessarily based on looks, education, but more so behavior. The gimme types, the ones that will, look to see what they can get from you. Not necessarily look to bring any value to your relationship. The way that I like to say it is they are more of an expense than they are an asset, aka they're more of a liability in the relationship than they are assets and stuff like that. So no, you're good, man. I understand. You just wanted to get a feel for the topic. We were just talking about, low hanging fruit, more so behavior, the gimme types, the ones that will try to get as much out of you as humanly possible, the ones that are easy for you to get, the ones that, don't really put up too much of a fight, and when it becomes easy for you to get them, you believe that all of them are easy to get. And then you come to find out that it's not always the case. But again, that's just my personal opinion. Maybe everybody else's opinion is different. Oh, David, you good, man? You good, fam? I can't believe my ass is still on here. That's the funny part. Yeah, you good, man. I got your back, bro. I mean, I know we talked before, man. That's why I'm not really like I didn't know where the hate was coming from. I didn't take it that way, but I guess everybody else had it in them. It's fine, guys. It's perfectly fine. We're good over here. We're cool. We could. Hey, my man BK's in the building. What's going on, man? Appreciate you guys coming through. I am gonna make it through this shit. I am not you look Chinese, man. But those aren't you? You have Chinese blood in you. That's why you look Chinese, man. Oh man, I need to get in there. I finally made it to the bottom of this bitch. Thank you. My man says, speaking of fruit, you eating more fruits than Davao. Yeah, man. When you come to Davao, man, I'm eating a lot more of the fruits, man. Like I said, the rambutan, the mangosteen, the lanzones, and stuff like that. I eat that as my snack. In the United States, man, it was just fucking chips and all the bad shit. Everything that you could possibly think of that was bad, that's what I was eating. So, doing a lot of walking here in the Philippines, getting around has definitely helped me out a little bit. Definitely helped me out a little bit. So yeah, I'm taking it off a little bit, just a little bit at a time, man. I know I look a whole lot better now than I did when I first came here. That's for sure. So yeah, we're definitely in there. But ladies, let me shout out to my ladies, Christine, and then there was the other lady who were defending me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. She says, I forgot her name. What was her name again? I'm gonna get you. Reality comment hurts. Thank you. Thank you, ladies, for coming to the defense of the channel. I want to make sure that I show you love as well, because I feel like you guys have my back when you felt like somebody was trying to ask a negative question. So thank you. Appreciate you 100%. I mean, I appreciate all you guys who got my back, man. So as long as you got Dr. Mike's back, I got yours as well. All right. For sure. So I want to thank them for jumping to the defense of, even though it wasn't really necessary at the time, thank you. Because at least I know that you on the team, that you are a part of the team, and that you enjoy being over here. Yes, I know my comment isn't always female friendly, but yes, I definitely appreciate the love. All right, let me get to these questions, man. Fed up, you got my back, I got y'all's too. That's what's up. So my man Tim asked me, Dr. Mike, all of these folks have to keep in mind something very, very serious, low-hanging fruit. Whether it's low or high, age doesn't have a particular choice, but if you take your time and get to know. Oh yes, man. I mean, I did a topic on that too many months ago, about this is an epidemic out here, man, and it's fucking up people. It's very, very big in Davao. Very, very big in Davao. I'm not sure what it's like in other areas, but there is an outbreak that's popping off. So you guys got to be careful. Got to be careful. Please be careful. Please. I say have fun. I shouldn't advocate it, but I do want you guys to enjoy yourself. But you got to be careful with the women that you are choosing to be with. Please, please be careful, because AIDS is something that's fucking people up out here. It's not, and it's something that is kind of sort of kept on the hush hush. Like you hear too many people talking about it, but everybody knows that it's out there. And it more so comes from the girls that work in the call centers. How ironic is it that it's more people who work in the call centers that are getting like these types of diseases, not even the working girls. How fucking crazy is that? So it could be a professional chick that's bringing it to the table. Please be careful. That's all I gotta say. Oh man. Oahu dude asked one of the greatest questions on God's green earth. He says, "How would you categorize a girl working in the mall, low lying or medium lying?" Well, if there was a such thing as medium lying, I guess I would say medium lying simply because these are women that are working. They're not necessarily reliant on you, but sometimes when you do get in a relationship with a woman who is working in the mall, that is not to say that they will not come at you for something. Because again, we all know that the wages that they pay, minimum wages in most of these areas suck. So I'm not going to sit there and act like these women aren't going to come after you for something, even though they do have their own jobs. So I guess if medium lying was a thing, I would say that those would be the medium lying fruits because they have money, like they're making money. It may not be a lot, but they're working towards something. So you can't sit there and call them low lying because low lying, in my opinion, will just look at you specifically to get whatever it is that they need. So sometimes the money that they make working in the malls is just enough to take care of, need like their basic needs. So then again, they could float between the medium and low lying. Because there is such thing as low medium lying. If there was a such thing as low medium lying, I think that would probably be where they come from. If that's a class, like I said, I'm just going based off of my options. So yeah, that would be just my personal opinion. They don't necessarily come at you for the money because they are working for themselves. But again, we already know that the money that they make is not a lot. So we cannot sit there and say that they're not going to, request some assistance of some sort from you down the line. Medium lying, anybody who works. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, man, Dr. Mike been doing this thing and shit. Yeah, I'm working on it, guys. I'm definitely gonna try to keep it down and whatnot. Philippines is treating your boy right. Of course, I sweat like a slave out here in this bitch, but that kind of comes with the territory. So that kind of really helps too. The fact that I do a lot of walking, you guys see me on the Jeeps and shit. If I took taxis everywhere and just walked in air conditioned places and didn't sweat, maybe that would play an important role. But because I'm on the Jeeps and shit and taking the motorbikes and having fun that way, I do take off a few extra lbs. And then again, I'm going to the gym with my girl and stuff. You guys see that. So it's working itself out. I'm trying to make sure that I maintain it though, because it's very easy to put it back on when you get to the United States. That's facts. It's very easy to put it back on. You're right. Call centers is different. That's a whole different beast, man. All right, fed up, man. I hope you have a good one. I swear, I think it's almost time to end it, guys. I really do. Like I said, guys, I appreciate all of you guys coming through and spending some time with the good doctor today. I got to shout out every last one of y'all before I go to bed. Thank you. We got up to about 40 tonight, which I think is super fucking legit. Thank you guys for coming through and spending some time with me. I mean, you guys could have been anywhere in the world today, but for some god awful reason, you sat here and listened to me talk. And for that, I am truly thankful for all of you. 100%. Y'all can't see it, but I'm crying right now, guys. I got a tear in my eyes because y'all make it worth it. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. I appreciate you 100%. Now, let me go ahead and shout out all 100 of y'all real quick. So, my man, Oahu dude, thank you for coming through, man. I appreciate all of the questions that you asked. I appreciate all of you guys coming through and spending some time with the good doctor. My man, Fed Up. Good luck with the surgery. I don't know if it's yours or not, but appreciate you coming through and spending some time. My man, World Traveler, got to strap up, got to stay safe, man. Thank you. I appreciate you coming through, Mr. BGC in the building. My man, Tay Ang, I cannot say that right. If I'm saying Tay Ang, that's what's up. Thank you. Appreciate you. 010. Thank you for coming through and spending some time. My man, Sagus. Thank you, man. Always appreciate the support that you bring to the channel, man. Much love to you guys. Oahu dude. Tim H, thank you guys for coming through and spending just a little bit of time with the good doctor today. My man David Webb just made it back, but I appreciate you spending the time and being the first in the building, man. Shout out to you for that. My man BK, appreciate you, my dude, for spending some time with the good doctor today. My Philippines interest, man. Welcome yourself to the channel. I hope that I can catch you around on another one. I've definitely become familiarized with your channel. I'm going to subscribe over there. We're going to catch up on the videos. I am familiar with people who have kind of trolled on you. So, yeah, I am familiar with that particular aspect. But I want you to understand that when you come over here, you ain't got to worry about that shit. For sure. My man Corey, appreciate you coming through and spending some time, man. Who else we got in the building? I'm going to get y'all, man. Don't worry about it. Everybody going to get their love today. Y'all gonna get it. My man BD, he calls himself Big Daddy. I wish I could call you something else that makes me feel uncomfortable. But yeah, man, I appreciate you coming through and spending some time with the good doctor. My man John Jones in the building. Hashtag Team Davao in this bitch. Thank you for coming through and spending some time, fam. I appreciate you. As always. Akoy P9, my young lady, thank you very much for spending some time on the channel. I know you were late. I was late catching up to the chat, so you may not even heard me shout you out, which is unfortunate, but I'm glad that you were able to make it. DE, thank you for coming through. My man JD in the building. Anti-Gravity 74, what's good with your family? Appreciate you coming through and spending some time with the good doctor today. Reality comments hurt. That is a great name. But thank you for coming through and spending some time with the good doctor. If this is your first time on the channel, thank you for coming through and, sharing a little bit of your time with, of course, yours truly. And I hope that we can catch you back on another one. If this is your first time, of course, I hope nobody scared you away. I hope nobody said anything negative to prevent you from wanting to come back. All right. Cheesy Toe, Christine, thank you very much for spending some time with us today. I'm glad that I have another name to call you. Cheesy Toe makes me feel uncomfortable. SML, my man with the greatest joke of all times. Appreciate you coming through some time, man. Always, man. My man Rahid, thank you. Hey, man, I know you had a lot to say, man, and I'm glad that you were able to get it out. I hope that this makes you feel a little bit better. But thank you for coming through and spending some time, man. I know a lot of people may have said some things that they may have disagreed with you on as far as your topic is concerned or how you felt about the topic. But thank you, man. Thank you for spending time, and thank you very much for sharing your perspective on why you feel a certain kind of way about certain things, man. So thank you, my man Rob 100. Thank you, my G, for spending some time. I always value when you come through and share your particular opinion on certain topics. You definitely make it interesting. You and Rahid, appreciate you guys coming through. You guys represent sometimes the more counterintuitive comments that most people may get on the channel. So at least we know, man, not everybody is all one way or the other over here. Everybody has an opinion and everybody's gonna share it. And that's exactly why we have the channel. My man Joshua, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through and spending some time. If this is your first time, welcome yourself to the channel, my dude. And I hope that I catch you back on the flip side. Enjoy your trip on February in February. I was about to say on February 1, like I know when you're traveling. But enjoy your trip, man. Hope you come back, and I hope you got a lot of good things to share with us about your trip. But make sure you stay tuned, man. I hope you enjoy the videos over here, and I hope that you subscribe and become a part of the family, man. Would love to see you on again. My man MKS Ricky's in the building, man. If you're still with us, thank you for spending some time with the good doctor today. I got Tim. I think I got Tim, but if I didn't, Tim H, thank you, my dude. I'm getting all of y'all, man. I don't give a fuck. Y'all just gonna have to wait. If y'all want to wait to hear your name, by all means, you can. If you heard your name, you can feel free to cut out. But I'm shouting out everybody that I see in here. If I missed your name, please, please, please make sure you put it at the bottom. All right. Anybody who catches this on the replay, thank you. Thank you for spending some time here, and thank you for coming through and listening to Dr. Mike share in whatever the hell you want to call this, man. This has been fun for me. Therapeutic, man. That's why we do this, man. We do this because it's time to have a little bit of fun. My man Captain Spalding, man, that's what's up, man. I appreciate you spending some time here. You definitely participated in the chat, and I appreciate you sharing your viewpoints. My man Andy the Virgo, that's what's, man. Appreciate you coming through and spending some time with the good doctor today. My man Big Wall, my man Malcolm was here with me today. Appreciate you guys coming through and spending some time. I want to say that that's everybody. I'm seeing a lot of repeat names. So, man, Tony Towers, that's what's up, family. I appreciate you coming through and spending some time with the good doctor. All of you guys have definitely made it great for me. I'm making Philippines vlogging great again, man. Just one video at a time, one live stream at a time. You can hashtag that shit. Benji Dupree, thank you for coming through. Purple Butterfly. I hope that our future topics of conversation are great for you down the line. She left a long time ago. She had to go chat with her friend in Japan. All right, but I hope you have a blessed day too, young lady, and hopefully the next topic will be something that you can participate in. I mean, sometimes if you guys come in and catch the topic late, sometimes it may be hard to keep up. I understand that, and you don't want to start from the beginning. That's too much damn work. My man Robert Wyman, thank you for coming through, man. I'm gonna get all of you, Jay and Cookie. Thank you for spending some time. I would love to get you guys on for a live stream. That would be fun for me. Fives, thank you for coming through. My man Rain Man was here earlier doing this thing, always calling me out. Swift, 30SF, thank you very much for spending some time. Mr. Wonderful, I see you. Davante Arnold, thank you for coming through. My man Wendell Andrews, thank you guys for spending just a little bit of your time with the good doctor today. I know everybody's got things to do. James Miller, my man Fred Funky Town, and that's it. David Webb, thank you guys for coming through, man. I know it's been a hell of a long show. Longer than I had planned on being on, but you guys have been a great audience. You guys have been great to the channel, and you guys have been great, supporters of the channel, man. And I could not have a better group of people over here. I'll tell you right now, I cannot have a better group of people than I have that fucks with me right now. So again, shout out to everybody who came through. I hope that you guys enjoyed the show. I hope that you guys continue to support the show and continue to support the channel. Bring somebody over here, let them know what we got going on over here. It's a positive environment, man. Good vibes. We all have fun. We share an opinion. We go on about our day. We agree to disagree. We love each other at the end of the day. Because again, once you're a part of the Dr. Mike TV family, you are family life. And with that being said, you know how I end it. Dr. Mike is officially out. Aalis nako paalam, which means I am going now. Bye bye. As always, I love you guys. Mahal kita. Mabuhay. Peace.